Let's get to know William today.
Exactly.
Hi, Will.
Hello.
Will.
Is that a movie?
Stranger Things. Isn't
Oh,
his
yeah,
name
yeah,
Will?
that's right.
And Reda Willy.
Redda Willy. The Red, the Willy.
I hope it's not named Saving Willy.
What is it called? Free Willy.
Free Willy.
Oh,
That's
shit.
even worse.
That's even worse.
Yeah,
That's
it
so
is
much
worse.
worse.
I hope it's called Saving Willy. Free Willy.
It's my Free Willy. Don't worry about it.
If it's your first time, everybody gets Free Willy.
Holy shit. So we're just going to do this
I guess
without a plan. Okay.
Oh.
Meep, meep.
Okay.
Sweaty.
Without further ado, welcome back to the Sketchbook Heroes podcast with me, Elias.
And me, Robert.
And today we have with us,
Mattias.
Mattias Andersson art.
Yeah.
And
Super surprise.
super surprise, yeah.
Whoa, William Puekker.
William Puekker.
Puekker.
William Wellman Puekker.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
shit.
Whoa.
Exactly.
Holy moly. Yes. Full house today.
So, dude, you haven't been here before. For anyone interested in Mattias and his stuff, you can listen to that episode.
Whichever
a
number
few
that is.
Exactly.
87.
87?
Yeah.
Sure.
80. Oh.
87.
Was it?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
And William, who are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm William. I draw a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love to skateboard. And I'm currently studying to become a graphic designer, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
And,
that what you want to do, though? Just to fuck with your head a bit?
Sort of, and kind of not. But I want to draw, for sure.
Yeah.
That I know I want to do. So I'm taking this... I'm studying now just so I can get a job.
That is awesome.
Getting in the industry, so...
Mm-hmm. And these jobs or the place that you're studying at is to sort of, it has, it's connected to the market, right?
Yeah, it's 2 years and then you get a job right after.
Okay, cool.
We'll dive into that
We'll dive into that later.
Yeah.
later. Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
So today we are sort of just winging it.
Improv.
Exactly. William and Mattias came here to get skateboards that William designed that I'm going to post with this episode when it releases.
So William brought the skateboards to give to you and
to me and Mattias.
Mattias.
Yeah, and then we forced them into, because our episode that we planned for today was the end of Inktober, but that's next week apparently.
We just realized, like every Inktober, that we missed a few days.
Yep.
So,
2 weeks.
so yeah, we're saving that episode for next week.
Yeah, and we have guests.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and it's awesome to have, guests again, because
Well,
otherwise it's just you and me
Corona.
sort of doing the same thing.
exactly. He's never impressed with my farts anymore.
The Christmas tree does, it lost its charm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still impressed
never
by
will.
your farts. That is
And
really
Christmas
impressed.
Thank you.
Don't suck up, Mattias. Don't suck up to
Yeah,
Robert.
no,
I
sorry.
don't like
Wrong,
that.
wrong person to suck up to.
Okay. And with that said, let's dive into today's episode. And also thank you for listening, everyone, and that you're rating the podcast and shouting us everywhere. We love you for it. Go intro song.
Intro, go! That was the worst. Intro, go!
Intro.
Go! Go! Do it!
Go!
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons. Even with beards and tattoos, they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any line. Sketchbook hero.
Oh, it is gone.
It is good. Yeah, that train sailed. Right?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
100%. And we are back.
We are. And today's topic is talking generally about art things and having the perspective of Mattias and William.
The perspective.
Fuck you. Knew someone was going to bring it up. There's
wait.
4 assholes in the room now.
Yeah, in a way, since this is so planned that I was supposed to be here and William's supposed to be here, so
And cocaine.
right now I'm sitting in the background like a little sidekick sitting underneath this Christmas tree, just
Translating.
chilling out. Yeah,
We need more sidekicks.
This is a big surprise.
I am not supposed to be here today.
What am I doing here? I need to go.
Yeah.
But should we start with the school thing?
Let's let's just keep nagging Will.
Because I'm thinking that a lot of artists struggle to sort of get jobs,
Yeah.
like especially if you want like industry jobs. So,
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Because Robert.
yeah, just to make it a concrete question, well, just building on what you said earlier, that you just want to study something that is sort of related to drawing or creating. And so why did you sort of go the graphic design route? Because I did the exact same thing.
Exactly what
Oh,
I
you
was
did?
So that's why I'm wondering.
It's basically because I tried to apply for jobs, but no one wanted to hire me because I don't have
The papers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I do have a portfolio, but that doesn't count as much.
It
if you
does,
don't-
depending on the.
It does, yeah.
place,
But,
Yeah.
but yeah, the papers really, like, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But people have asked you for paper, like not paper, just like, but
I
for
want
like
the paper.
grades
You got
or
papers,
something. No,
bro?
but I mean, like I've never been asked for like portfolio has always been
Not-
sort of like
Not
the
always paper, but they want you to have like, oh, you have
Some-
I want to see paper that you know, like this program and this and that.
So they want proof,
Yeah.
pretty much. But
And
but why graphic design and not why? Like, why did you choose that instead of maybe
like future game concept
yeah,
art.
exactly.
I was actually considering that, but I was too late.
Ah,
I was going to
course, there
apply
we
for
go.
that for
You lazy fuck! No,
4
I'm
years
kidding.
ago, actually.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Or, 4 years. But it was not for free.
Ah,
It's for free now.
Ah.
And I don't think they're going to have another course in 2D artist, from what I've seen.
What?
really?
Yeah.
They're gonna
Oh,
close it
shit.
down.
Yeah, I think so.
So Velusar is the last of its
Yeah,
kind.
Dan is the last.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
But which school are you going to?
Medieinstitutet.
Media instituted it.
The
English.
Media Institute.
But
No,
it
that was
seems
that was
nice,
too
and
good.
it's
Yeah,
it's been great so far.
How far along are you in school?
In school, I'm like a couple of weeks in.
So yeah,
Super
it's
fresh.
all super good right now.
Yeah.
You just wait, my friend.
But it's only 2 years, so it's not that long
No.
either. so-
And you had to buy a super expensive computer to play super good video. I mean, do studying.
No. I'm
things.
just gonna use it for
studying,
art
right?
and
Yeah.
Studying and
Studying
I have to
and
buy,
Cyberpunk
I never
2077.
heard of Cyberpunk.
Oh man, that cough. So bad.
Yeah,
Corona
so bad.
probably.
Yeah, yeah. Then
Yeah,
the
that was
Cyber cough.
a shock actually, because you didn't know that you had to buy your own shit.
that. Yeah, maybe if you like read a little bit about
No,
the
no,
school-
they wrote.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't write anything.
because
anywhere.
no, I was gonna do the joke that I did the exact same thing. So like I didn't have to buy shit.
So
thank
we're both
Christ.
both
but
stupid.
yes. No,
Yes.
but I just wanted to study something so I could get those papers, and didn't read what I was applying for or anything. So I went for Konstfack, graphic design.
Ooh.
I'm like, fuck yeah, easy. That's drawing, right? No. And then didn't get into that one, so I applied for the graphic design, information design, illustration course
And did that help?
in Eskilstuna. Yes, because they needed people.
Nice.
So I got in.
Oh, to
I
fill
don't-
up the course?
Yeah, just to fill
ah,
out the course.
okay.
Pretty much. They were desperate. So
Please.
I didn't only apply just for the paper. Like, I want to get to know some people that like the same thing. I want to connect,
Mhm.
because I think, yeah, you guys are the first Swedish people I've connected with.
Oh, art.
Yeah,
Art-wise.
art-wise with the
Yeah.
sketchbook heroes.
holy shit.
Otherwise, it's only been
Yeah, how the
Instagram.
fuck did we meet at Comic-Con first time? I think,
First
but we
time.
didn't talk.
No,
That
the
much?
first time was the first time I saw you when you had your Spider-Man suit and you.
That was early podcast.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
like
yeah.
half a year in.
Yes.
But if
When we
yeah,
were still
it was-
interesting.
Yeah.
'cause that was the year I made the poster. for
Yeah, I
Comic-Con,
remember
yeah.
for the Comic-Con event.
But-
yeah.
After
'Cause-
that, we met at a meetup.
You did it, Robert and Elias. You created this community where people meet.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
so stupid. It's stupid. It's all of it. Stupid.
Don't listen to us. Yes.
But some
Go-
people do.
Yeah, go meet someone else.
There are better people out there. No, but dude, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And
And thanks for saying that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Give
but
it
it's
up.
true. It's
Like, I feel so honored and
Mhm.
special for being Swedish now.
Because the first time that I met you, also that was during one of those Sketchbook Heroes meetups, right?
Oh, shit,
That
yeah,
was,
that's true,
Was
yeah.
it the
no,
first time?
no, no,
or-
no,
No, I
no,
think the
it was
first
the,
time was
the coffee shop, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the coffee
Yeah.
shop. Espresso House, Vasagatan,
Yeah.
represent. Oh man, you were still in Australia.
I
That
was
was the
there for
first-
one of the big ones, but
Yeah,
not
yeah,
the
yeah.
biggest one. So, but I remember seeing you.
No,
on
But
one
we
of
were in
them.
that group chat together, so we all followed
yeah,
each
yeah,
other
yeah,
and
yeah.
we
Mm.
gave each other critiques, and
Yeah,
so we were internet buddies.
yeah, yeah. Like,
and that
everybody.
was called the Ass Patters on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better.
Oh, yeah.
Still alive.
It's a terrible
Still
name for
alive.
anything. But it was basically a group where we could like encourage each other's art and
bounce ideas off
yeah,
each
and
other. Yeah, and pat.
stroke our egos.
Yeah, because it's ass patters and then it follows by 3 emojis, right? It was.
Oh,
Is a drawing? Is a pen? Is a drawing board or
Oh,
whatever? Is a
yeah.
hand and
And the peach.
A peach.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
of course.
Gotta have the peach.
It's the logo.
Awesome.
But all right, so a few weeks in, school is started. How are you going with meeting new people and stuff now? Like, because of COVID, I mean. Are you just sitting at home studying by yourself, or are you actually meeting people?
I'm sitting at home for the most.
Ah.
But we meet like the whole class once a week,
Oh, okay.
every Wednesday. We have like a normal school day.
So you still have like a chance to get COVID
For sure.
And
I'm
education
here.
at the
I'm
same
here,
time.
so-
at least once a week.
Education is sick, bro.
Yeah, education is sick,
Yeah.
bro. Very nice.
No,
Very
but
nice.
so how are your mates? Any good artists that you want to give a little
Yo,
shout to or say
Actually,
hello
what's
to?
the level on the artist there as well? Like,
Because now we're talking graphic designers.
yeah,
as
because
well.
you're
exactly.
really good at drawing. Like,
Yeah,
I've
Yes.
seen you
I'm-
draw live, and you're fast, and you know what the fuck you're doing. How are the
Thank
people
you.
that you're studying with?
I don't think they're the same level, but like it's graphic design, it's not drawing.
It's different, yeah.
So everyone has a different take on it, and everyone is out for like they want. Everyone wants something different from this course.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I haven't met anyone that draws like I do. I don't want to brag like, oh, I'm such good.
No.
But we can do it for you. You're really
Yeah.
good.
Thank you.
Don't
Thank
worry
you.
about it.
That's why you're here, bro.
But it's a more wide variationer.
Variety.
Yeah,
Variety.
Yeah, variety of different artists. Then just let's say if you were studying only, let's say, game artists, then I guess it would be a bit more
Niche.
Yeah.
niche
Yeah,
kind
it's
of.
it's very varied because
Everybody can be a graphic designer.
and
Squares and triangles making everything.
I didn't mean that as
No,
like
it's
a
not a
diss.
No,
but
it
I
isn't.
really like it because
But, yeah.
everyone has a different input,
Mm.
and
Mm.
you learn tons of new stuff just from looking what the other guys are doing.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what I gained from my education as well.
Mm.
Just having, well, especially when you get to that point where you start critiquing your own work and others as well. Because we
Mhm.
had it in school. So we had like a class where we critiqued everything that we did. And when you have all of these random people that are not necessarily just comic book or conceptual artists, when you have the graphic designer and this weird guy that nobody talks to, that they will give you some pretty valuable critique because they're seeing your stuff from the eyes of somebody that has no idea what the fuck you thought when you did this.
Mhm.
Whereas, well, it works both ways, obviously, because I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
understand shit of what they did. But awesome stuff.
No, but I think
No,
as well, like coming from an illustration background and going into graphic design, I think you have a bit more to sort of like you have more possibilities to take on more types of gigs, like different gigs by the end of this, because you can draw like some fucking cool shit, but you can also do like the graphic design part of it, so you can combine those two. Whereas they will be stuck doing graphic design, but you don't have to stick to that because you're
building your toolbox.
Dude,
Exactly.
the skateboard that I'm buying from you, that is graphic design, but it's illustration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the way you designed it is to be on a skateboard. Like when I personally do stuff like that, it's just like, oh, I'll try to put it on a skateboard. You did it for a skateboard. You know what I mean? You have that mindset.
There's a different way of thinking there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Not
it
everything
requires.
is gonna fit the canvas. Just
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, we have the skateboard in the studio. It looks really good. Like, look at it, people that listen.
Just look at it.
Yeah, just look at it.
Yeah, both
Good
me
call.
and
Great
Mattias
podcast.
there's definitely things I could have like changed or with the composition and.
You could have, but now it's out there, and it
But I
doesn't
like it
have
though.
to.
It's my
Dude,
first board.
It is awesome. It is fucking awesome, and that's why me and Mattias are buying one from you. And then
I
it
really
happened.
appreciate it.
Dude, they're so cool.
I'm the cheapo that can't afford to buy it.
I don't have one.
You don't have to feel
Oh yeah,
bad.
that's what I meant. Yeah. He didn't
it's
have
too
one.
bad you don't have
Otherwise,
one, bro.
I would have so bought it.
No, but
Really
actually,
used to
dude, they're really good. And I think once you release something like this podcast, when you release an episode, like no matter what we think about it, because every time we release one, you're like, but then people appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see the problems with it, I don't.
That's
That's
always
awesome.
going to be the case.
Yeah, it's
But
always.
that's like everything with art. Or
Yeah.
everything you create.
Yeah, but anything you create, you're always
you're
gonna
give yourself so much shit.
Always. And that's why we become better.
Yeah.
But I
hope.
think so. Yeah, that is like a really good point.
The carrot or
Yeah.
the fire up the ass or
Mm.
whatever good reference you want to pull.
Everything is art.
Everything. is
Boom.
us. Tying it back to episode
episode
2.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what? 2.
Yes.
Very cool.
All right. So give us a little bit more of a history lesson. Who is Will before he started studying? And like what brought you into drawing stuffs?
Okay, should we start from when I began with digital art maybe? Because I think that was the
Your
journey.
turning point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my turning point actually.
So let's start there.
I was, how old was I?
16.
16? Yeah, I was 16.
You told me this, that's why.
No, I was 16 when I started playing with digital art. And that was just for
Mhm. Late
fun and,
bloomer. Sorry, but God, this is gonna
keep interrupt me, please.
Yeah, sure.
We
That's
will.
what good hosts
Thank
do.
you. That's
Such
all
an
the permission
invite.
I
You're
need.
so professional.
And we're like try not to talk in each other's mouths and blah blah blah. And then as soon as you say something,
Penis. No, just
No,
go.
when I was
Yeah.
in gymnasium or high school,
upper secondary. Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
I think that's
High
wrong.
school.
Just go.
Yeah, but I was studying to become like a nerd, like a computer nerd,
Cool.
programming and
Programmer,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
God, I
And then
wish,
we had
I
some-
wish we had that. Computer nerd.
nerd. that was the name of it, computer nerd.
Fantastic.
Sure, very
Yeah.
true, very true. No, but we had the last year of school. We could choose to like, if you want to study on university, you take this, or you could take the gaming route. So you get to learn programming for games, and then do some art on that.
Awesome.
So I was like, yeah, for sure, I love art. I'm doodling on the classes while I'm bored, so heck yeah. And it just stuck. And then I graduated. I was like, now I'm gonna become a programmer. I'm gonna study university. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna earn good money. I'm gonna be very happy.
Yeah.
Super happy. No, and then I decided, fuck no, I'm gonna pursue art.
I love that you were
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'll become a programmer and just drawing.
Eventually, I will learn to love this.
0, 0, 1, 1.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly how it is.
2 zeros make boobs. I love art.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, 2015 was when I graduated, and 2016 I started to take it more seriously. And I
Nice.
was taking course. Yeah, I took the Patrick Brown coloring.
Dude, that was
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
yeah,
thing I
yeah.
thought when I saw your
Yeah,
art for
actually-
Comic-Con.
because
Me too.
he
I've
taught
done
me
the same.
to color for sure. Like I didn't know anything about color.
Where did you find
And-
the course?
Skillshare.
Skillshare. Cool.
Skillshare. Not sponsored.
But
Not sponsored.
that was
We
also the point when I started to like following more artists, take in what they do, like build my visual library from others, and I just kept doing it, and I sucked, and I was okay at sometimes, but I just kept going, and 2016 I had my first Comic-Con also. I pushed myself to like I'm gonna teach myself to color, and I'm gonna sell my art.
Jesus.
So I was so nervous, like I was shaking.
But you fucking did it though.
Dude, and
I
you
did.
did it, and you did it successfully. Like
Mhm.
every fucking Comic-Con, you've been doing pretty good. Like your fucking posters, they're like, I want that one, and the Fortnite one, and the Deadpool one, and the Spider-Man. Like so many kids,
Yeah, they
dude.
And
I-
is that where it started? Like, I'm just thinking of your artwork now. The more like fan art stuff. Was that where it all started, or what did you like?
like
what
fan
did you
art's
start
always
drawing?
been a thing, I think, because I never liked my own ideas,
Yeah, well,
and
nobody does,
always
I guess.
always seen it like this is practice. I'm drawing this for practice. It's easy to just look at Spider-Man and try to practice a super dynamic pose
Mm.
instead of doing my own super dynamic character.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's too much
But that
work.
just stuck with me because I love drawing fan art.
Yeah,
So I did a Overwatch, sold that on Comic-Con, and then 2 years after I did Fortnite, and I was also one of the first to draw Fortnite fan art.
oh,
So
okay.
that shit blew up
Oh, on Twitter, right?
on Twitter
Yeah.
and on Reddit and whatever. So I got like millions views of that,
That's awesome.
and then I got a lot of commission work. So that was
Fantastic.
really really nice, because then I could like see myself like doing it for a living.
You actually get
Yeah.
something for it now. All of
Exactly.
a sudden.
Hey,
And-
sorry.
Yeah.
Grab the mic.
Speaking about that, by the way, have PewDiePie seen your fan art yet?
Oh,
With the
I don't think so.
With the glasses? No, I don't think so either.
No, fuck.
Fuck you, PewDiePie.
I don't think I've seen that, to be honest.
Fuck you, Robert.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Fuck you, Robert. Fuck you, PewDiePie.
But to
Fuck
be
yeah.
honest,
Oh, yeah, I
don't,
did.
I don't see a lot of your stuff in my feed, to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
but that's fucking.
it's like
Yeah.
when you comment, it pops up. Like, it's so weird. But I don't understand the
I have
fucking
the
algorithm.
same. I don't always get your stuff.
Well, that's
So-
okay. You're not
But then if
missing
I
much.
see
my
anything on
friend.
story, I'm like clicking your profile. I'm like, shit, I missed all this. And then I
Mm,
can
yeah.
just
Yeah,
look at-
that's what
yeah.
I do as well. But that's why I miss.
No, but it's
PewDiePie.
like your Inktober's right now, Robert.
Yeah.
When I go in, nothing,
Mhm.
and then like I go to your profile and I'm like, oh shit, he posted 3 more. You know,
exactly.
like it is like you have to look people up
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, because I was quite sure that he would see your stuff, because I remember he was asking, like, please, can someone just make a fan art of me with the glasses on?
Yeah.
And then, like, I saw that the next day
I did
or
it the
something.
next day,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
oh, he's probably gonna
Gotta
be
be fast.
showed. Yeah, but now,
That's what I'm talking about you being fast. Because
yeah.
when we were doing the Discord thing, and everybody joined the Discord, you fucking drew that Sailor Moon
Oh, the
so
Sailor Moon.
fast when you did like. I was just like throwing out shit for fun and like for shits and giggles
But that was so fun.
or dicks and giggles or
Yeah,
whatever the
dicks and
fuck it turned out
giggles.
to be. And I was like, the zombie approach, was that an idea or did we just joke about it? I don't remember.
Because I made one.
You made one first
And
that
it was
you
so
were,
ugly.
yeah.
It wasn't my style at all.
yeah.
It was just boring and And I don't know how we came up with that. Oh, I was drawing a Venom piece. I
Oh,
think.
maybe that was it.
And
Yeah.
then I got an idea of like, oh, maybe it could be a zombie or
Mm.
a zombie moon, and then you just threw all those ideas, and we just
They were so
giggled
dumb.
and
Yeah.
sketching.
Yeah, but
So
dude, you
good.
fucking redrew it so fast. And like, oh, you mean like this? And you were like, you erased this part. And then like, you just drew it and it looked perfect. I was like, yes, do that. And then that would be super fun. And then have the eye sort of come out, you know, and we just joked about things. And you were just adding them as I was talking. It was so cool.
So I
So,
like that when I'm having fun, I'm drawing way faster.
yeah, flow. Like you get into like
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
And the
But-
hype too.
Yeah, and
Because
the hype, exactly.
I guess like you probably had like a little bit of an audience doing that as well, which
No.
sometimes fuels the.
We weren't that many that time.
No, but you were more than
But more
just
than
sitting
just-
alone.
More than myself.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
of course.
You and COVID, like,
Yeah,
yay,
yeah.
buddy. Yeah. No.
Cover.
This is my new gift. I just kill everything. we were all having such a good time, and then
You're like the
Robert-
guy that comes into the Avengers and just brings it all down.
But that's
You're like the Snap in the Avengers.
Or-
He just comes in and like,
or the Ross in Friends.
But drawing in Discord like we did,
yeah,
it wasn't that nervous at all. Because
yeah,
when I draw in like if I would draw now,
yeah.
I would feel the pressure.
You should.
You're being judged every stroke.
But when you're drawing, you're sitting in your room or at home or whatever where you're comfortable.
Mhm.
You can just zone in, and then
Yeah.
you talk to your friends. It's easy, even if I know they're looking.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you
not
gave all the
same.
input. It was so easy to just.
Yeah, but you
Sketchy,
also have your
sketchy.
setup and everything. You
Yeah.
know, like you're
Mm.
very comfortable. But it's
So
like
cool.
this room. Like when we're podcasting, it always starts, you know, like especially for you guys that aren't doing this that often. But it can start off like pretty sort of stiff, and then eventually you let up.
Yeah.
And you don't think about people listening because there's no one actually listening yet. You know, like
No.
it's just
Yeah.
us
Like,
idiots
it's
in
just
a room.
a fucking thing on the table. Like
No,
seriously.
yeah, exactly. The only thing that says we're recording is that those things are doing, like they're lit up, like
Kind
the
of.
buttons or lamps. Or
I hope they are at least. Yeah.
they,
Oh,
they
that
are.
would have been so
Oh, they are. They
rookie
are.
mistake. Yeah.
I have no problem just talking about myself.
Yeah, but
so
that's the
weird.
thing. That's
Yeah.
the dude. This podcast
should
is
be good at it.
basically stroking our own egos and giving our experiences, and it becomes so convoluted just talking about yourself. But that's the experiences that we have to draw from.
Yeah.
You just have to see past that and your voice, and then just talk,
Yeah. Try not to think about it really.
and then
Yeah.
listen to it when you edit.
And now that's the only thing you're going to be thinking about.
That's the only thing I've been thinking about.
Don't
No,
think
but
about it.
but to just sort of like you started off when you were 16. How old are you now?
I'm
40?
24.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Fuck,
no
24 then.
problem.
Yeah, but it took you. You became good quite fast though, because you. How much did you draw before you were 16?
Not much.
Not much, right? And
But I
you-
didn't draw that much when I was like 18 either.
Yeah,
I was still trying to pursue it, but I also
we're 18.
exactly.
You were young. Yes.
But were you interested in like comics and cartoons and stuff when you were a kid, and you felt like, oh shit, I want to do
Like-
that when I grow up or something? Or were there a plan to start
There was
drawing
never a
at one
plan,
point?
but that's a big thing in my life. I love cartoons. I love comics. I love all of that.
Mm.
Like I don't want to. I think a big part of me never want to lose my child mind. If you know what I mean.
I feel you and salute you,
Yeah.
brother. Yes.
But I
I don't
think
know.
we all kind of are there.
That's
like,
why we're all here.
Mm.
Also, I think.
Mhm.
Yes. Like it is what
watching El Dorado together, men in our 24s to 30s
Yeah.
or 36.
Yeah, we
to
talked about
40s.
I was
40s, yeah, fuck. Getting old fast.
yeah, I was 4 or 5 when it came out.
Yeah, that is
Oh my
insane.
God.
You're so young.
Yeah.
Such a young man. Welcome, young man. Why don't you come down with me to the cellar?
But,
But that's awesome. Like
Yeah.
your commitment, though. Like I know people that have drawn way longer than you, and sure, we all have our, you know, like
they still suck. That's what you say.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to get to.
Yeah.
But no, but I just mean like we all have like you're in your state of mind is that you put a lot into it, you know, at the time when you were trying to learn. And now you're very good at what you do. You're very sort of structured in the way that you build up your drawings. Like I can see it when you draw. That you're not like for being an amateur within parentheses, you are not an amateur. You know
Hell
what I
no.
mean?
Definitely
Like
not.
you've really like
Ass patting me.
Yeah. Yeah.
this is dude, this
Yeah.
is our
Thank you.
podcast.
No,
I can
really
ask Pat
appreciate it.
like
I
a
really
lot.
do. I really do.
And I have a question just to calm everybody's brains out there, because this is something that I talk about in the shop so many times with people that are convinced that you need a genetic transfer of the gift of drawing,
Mm-hmm.
because they're like, but I can't draw for shit. Like I can't draw a stick figure. You know, that's
Oh, that is the
I get
hate
that
one.
probably at least 5 times a week. I work 5 days a week. No, but like, do you have any family member or anybody in your family that is like an artist or that has been drawing a lot or that has like passed on the gift to you?
I do have the gift,
See?
as to say.
So there is
But I
something
never
there.
believed in that.
No, but you're doing something with it,
'Cause
and
my mom was so good at drawing, or she's still good.
god damn it, because that
Yeah, we fucking talked about
I,
this.
Yeah.
I
But you never
wanted to
pursued
hype it
right?
up to like
No,
do
she never
that
pursued
that
it.
you just broke the norm and you were like this rebel that just learned how to draw from your own will. But no, of course,
my
genetics.
mom.
Here we go again.
No, I don't
Well,
have
yeah.
anyone in my family.
What?
Do you have anyone?
But you're a god.
Oh, shit, that is true. That's different. I don't even have parents. I'm just a god.
You were born from a spring in the forest.
Of course.
Yeah, you just popped out from the water.
Zeus pissed in it, and I was born.
Yeah,
Just like, hada!
I just want to say pubes, but
But
yeah.
it does
Yeah.
not.
it doesn't no.
Pubulus?
Pubulus.
I'm trying to come up with a Greek god name, but yeah.
Zeus,
Pubicus.
Zeus planted one of his pubes
Do you have the gift, Mattias?
and fruit.
Yeah, both my grandparents, min
Good save, boys.
mormor and morfar, they were both artists. And my mom, she is really great at drawing too.
I
and
am
painting
special.
stuff.
He really got a gift.
Yeah, so that guy, he's
I am the thing to the rule.
But have
or
you
the
seen?
exception?
Have you seen like your mom and dad's drawings?
Yeah, they're
Yeah?
shit. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Like, wow. Yeah, rubbish.
Well, you know.
Like,
There's
when
always an
my mom
exception, I
drew a
guess.
portrait of me, like, we had this challenge, and, dude, I laughed so hard. It was so bad.
Mhm.
Like, it was so bad. You know, like, Napoleon Dynamite bad?
Oh yeah.
That kind of fucking shit.
So it's actually awesome.
Sure.
There's always room for improvement.
But that's the thing.
That's like, oh, shit, yeah.
Great, mom. There's
Have
always-
have some room for improvement. Just like
maybe just stick to the kitchen.
Oh,
yeah, I had to go
Didn't
there.
just
Yeah.
do that.
I can't believe you done this.
Sorry, boys.
Okay, but let's fast forward a bit so we can involve Mattias into this little batter. I'm thinking, like, where do you guys like draw inspiration from nowadays? Like, what are your influences? Mattias, go. You have 10 seconds.
No. 9.
No.
8.
I just started watching Gravity Falls again. Jesus Christ, it's
I
so
still
good.
haven't watched it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the first 3
Both
a
when
lot of times.
both when it comes to animation and when it comes to the whole. I just love the
Aesthetics.
aesthetics of it
Mm.
and the backgrounds and the humor of it. Yeah, it's great. I think I've seen.
But that uncle is fucking yours. Like, it's like you drew him, you know, in your, like, imitating, sort of like how you imitate your Ghibli stuff.
Yeah.
And that's something you should check Mattias for, like his Ghibli, like
Well, everything that
everything that
does.
Mattias does. But those Ghibli things, I think because everyone loves, or Ghibli, if you want to say that, garbage.
You're Ghibli.
Yeah.
Oh, gibberish.
But yeah, dude, that character though, the uncle from Gravity Falls, like I'm always thinking of your style, sort of like that, like how you can get that
I think you should
silliness
do
and-
Gravity Falls next then.
Yeah.
That would
exactly.
actually be pretty
Just
cool.
because.
Now it also it's that Gravity Falls, but also I can't wait until the next season of Hilda comes out because I mean
That was cozy,
I
like a cozy
really,
show.
really
Yeah.
loved Hilda. I was like, oh shit, this is
Like,
is
I've
just
missed so
my
much.
jam.
You
Yeah,
guys
I
are
see,
like
but I
speaking
see, I
alien
watch,
languages.
yeah, but I watch them with my kids as well. So
Hilda.
like shit, what is it called?
She-Ra?
She-Ra
Hmm.
and Carmen Sandiego. They're all super good.
Oh,
I started
Kipo.
watching San
Come on.
Diego.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Which-
Kipo?
Kipo. Yeah, dude, we're
Yeah.
done.
Oh my god.
Kipo is so good. Yeah. Oh yeah, season 3. We're on season 3.
God,
Yes.
I've
Final.
missed so
Yeah.
much.
So good.
I've started watching Kipo. I've
you
started
didn't like
watching
it.
Gravity. No, exactly. Like, I just didn't get hooked in any of these. So I'm like, oh, fuck.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're dead inside.
it really
That's
is.
what
Did you
we've been
start
talking
watching
about.
Hilda?
I didn't even know about Hilda. Now I know about Hilda. So maybe now I should start watching
But it's
Hilda.
a super cozy sort of like I don't know.
What is it?
Like it's about this little girl that moves into a new town, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's some sort of it's in a way a bit inspired by folklore Scandinavian folklore.
Scandinavian
I mean,
folklore.
so that's kind of fun.
I love that.
So it's
Yeah.
like little magical creatures that she sort of like bumps into, and there's like a quirky little story to all of them.
Oh.
Sort
Okay.
of like some are
So
weather
it's
driven, some are
like an anthology almost, like just a
they're
different type
standalone
of...
episodes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right? They don't
they're
have
they're standalone, but in a way they kind of ties
Lead
into
to
each
the-
other.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you don't really need to follow from episode 1 to
Yeah, yeah.
10 to understand
That's
what's
true.
going on.
And where do I find it?
Netflix?
Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix.
Okay. Shit.
And I think the next season is just in a couple of weeks or
Boom.
a
Oh,
month or
perfect.
something like that. So
So if it's good, then I'll have 2 seasons to watch.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. I feel so bad when I miss stuff.
No, I miss everything. It's fine. I just selectively watch things. I remember when I used to watch, like not only superhero movies, and then in my like sort of like late 20s, suddenly I was only watching superhero movies. And people are like, have you seen this? I'm like, never heard of it.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen this? Like, is it a Marvel movie? No, I haven't seen it. Just like, and then suddenly I've been watching like Marvel movies for a decade
Yeah.
with no exception, basically, almost,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, no, I totally
it's
feel
so
you.
insane. And now I've started enjoying other movies so much because, like every time you watch it, like Baby Driver,
Oh, my God.
you're like, oh my God, other movies can be good too. Just like,
Well, there's that exception. Just like you.
this-
Yeah. But yeah, no, I totally agree with you
They
there.
took-
And it
yeah.
really, like, I have to make an effort to
to
watch
watch
those.
something else. Yeah, exactly.
Like even scrolling past like the drama thing.
yeah.
Like I just feel depressed even looking at the
Anything
like
else.
the genre.
Yeah.
Like, why am I even scrolling dramas? Like just skip that, go to the Marvel thing.
Yeah.
Let's just
And
stay
watch
happy.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, stay in the fluff. Like we're all good here.
But to bring it back, William, what do you use to sort of fuel your inspiration? Like, what are your, like, what drives you, like, currently? Let's say, like, this past, like, during COVID,
yeah.
to keep
During
it
COVID.
narrow.
I think
Narrow.
I think it's the same as it's always been, and it's
Porn.
Yep.
hentai. No, fuck.
Of course
See?
it is.
Yeah.
It's always hentai. Like, no.
Yeah. But especially during Inktober. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
for
Yeah.
sure. No, but cartoons
Mhm.
for sure, and games, and comics.
What's your top cartoon? Like what's your go-to whenever
Ooh.
you're like if you're homesick
JoJo's
and
Bizarre
like do you have
Adventure.
one of those that you always go back to?
Like I don't like rewatching
What's wrong
TV
with
like TV shows, but I do like rewatching movies. So like Ghibli films.
you?
like
Oh
we
yeah.
talked about.
Yeah.
I can watch like Howl's Moving Castle or Spirited Away anytime.
I
Mhm.
just watched Ponyo for the first
Oh.
time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's really
this
good.
week. So I'll save that for the
And then I
retro.
also have like the old Disney movies, like Tarzan and Hercules. are,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they're really good.
one of my favorites. But yeah, I love
Thank you.
Disney and all that. But I do watch other things too. But for inspiration,
It's you got it. There you go. Just like
I don't know what's
Instagram is a
happening.
big part too.
Oh really?
Yeah,
artwork on Instagram or
artwork.
yeah.
Yes, scrolling or like yes, that or ArtStation maybe.
Mhm.
But just seeing
Yeah, yeah.
people create
Yeah.
stuff. I
So
guess.
let's dive into that then. Let's use that as a segue to talk about social media.
Yeah.
Like because social media for some people, like you just see people that are better than you,
Mm.
and for some of us, that's like a double punch in the dick, and you get super depressed and unmotivated, and like it brings you down. Like you feel
No.
like you
But
can't
for
compete.
me it's more like just the one punch, but it hits
But it
both
hits.
nuts. Yeah. So
Fuck.
like, yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah.
But
you,
yeah,
Will.
but how do you sort of like, what is your view on that? Like, how do you sort of perceive social media? How do you not get discouraged by that 17-year-old that can draw, 7 times better than you?
I don't, because I have to put in the time or effort to learn that, and that person has somehow made it faster than me. I'm not gonna be jealous. I'm just gonna
Send them a bomb.
no.
No?
Anthrax,
I'm gonna be
bitch.
really impressed, and I'm gonna continue following their work
Mhm.
and let them inspire me too.
Yeah. And also, I think that when you see people that have done it in like a shorter amount of time, that means that there is like a better way than you're doing it as well, like a
Yeah.
possibility to level up faster as well. And I think that's where YouTube sort of, like, there are a lot of tutorials there that just like, oh, fuck life drawing. Just, you know, do it like this instead. Like, that's how I learned. And you look at their work and you're like,
It
they're
shows.
really good. Yeah, no, but I just mean that they're really good, even though they didn't go that classic route of drawing, you know,
Yeah.
where you have to like reinvent the wheel sort of like without shortcuts. You
Yeah.
know, when you're sitting at home and trying to sort of figure out how to figure draw by yourself.
I think it's just those people that have gone that way that
Mhm.
tell you to go that way.
Of course.
Because
of course.
You wasted all that time, or wasted. It's never a waste of time, but you've
Waste
spent.
of money.
Yeah, that for sure.
Yeah.
But you've spent all that time looking at naked people and drawing them.
Mhm.
You know, you feel like, well, if
I
I
did
have to do
learn.
this,
Yeah, then
then
everyone
then
has
Will has to do this. Like,
Yeah.
no.
That's why I like
Uh,
the people that find other ways of doing the same
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah,
Because
as long as you learn it, like
that's the thing.
because
Yeah.
that's we've been talking about this these last few episodes, but really to not skip steps, but cheat your way through as much as you can. But you still need to know where your basics are, and you need to be able to pull from them in all situations. So like if you skip a step, you should never like fully skip that step, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
there should
yeah, I
always
see what
be
you mean.
like
It
a little
shouldn't
piece
all-
that you bring
yeah.
with you.
but it's
but-
like learning,
But
you know, and
like,
keeping.
Yeah, but you
like-
don't need those 100 hours of staring at naked people, you know, outside of the YouPorn to learn how to draw.
Okay, Mattias.
I'm not speaking-
You have the floor.
Not speaking about that, but when it comes to, I mean, when it comes to live drawing, I always hated it. I felt it been so that's always so boring.
Really?
Yeah, I just find it so boring. But that might be also that I think that I suck at anatomy,
Yeah.
and that's the thing that I try to focus instead of just trying to understand exactly how muscles work and how they are placement and stuff like that. I trying to get some sort of I try to focus on dynamic instead and try to have some sort of pose and movement in my drawings or whatever, instead of trying to look believable enough to
Yeah.
read as a human body or something,
Yeah.
even if the leg and the knees are
Like a
not
bit.
there
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mhm.
But as long as it looks, I mean, it could look cartoony, it could look like not really that realistic in that sense, but still it's believable enough to
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think that's your superpower as well, because I've talked about that when you're not here, because I don't want to encourage you too much. But it's
You
the
already
way-
have an episode.
Yeah. No, but it's so cool that how you sort of like how you when you draw like a Converse shoe, how you make it feel like a Converse shoe, you know, like the shape language, the weight sort of
Yeah.
like bends upwards at the end, you know, like stuff like that. You always sort of like have a way of pinpointing them and like just getting them.
And you make it look so easy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
so
thing.
extremely easy when you know, like, if we were going to try to emulate and copy what you were doing, it would take us ages, like probably an hour sitting just trying to get that
the
right sort of
sketch, yeah,
flow of the fucking Converse shoe.
But I
Like-
guess that's also why I'm finding most inspiration from cartoons in that sense, like shows, let's say like Hilda,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because it's so flat and it's so 2D and the
Yeah.
legs are just tubes,
Mm.
Yeah.
but still it looks like that is some denim jeans they're wearing, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
There's nothing there.
it's just a
yeah.
color, it's blue color and some small stitches, but you see that's jeans just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of the stitches,
Yeah.
Mm.
instead of understanding every single
Fold,
fold, how it
yeah.
works and stuff
Exactly.
like that. So yeah, I just find that that is inspiring.
But folds are so much fun. That's like art
Yeah,
porn
no.
for me.
That-
No,
I
for
agree.
Jesus
I
Christ!
agree.
Oh my god! But I do
Yeah.
get what
Yeah,
you mean. I love simplification.
Yeah,
like that is
exactly.
like because I've seen some artists as well on. I've seen some artists online that you know like they're realistic, but there's not much there. You know, like there's not that much detail. There's not a lot of super like shading, but it looks so realistic. But it's flat.
Yeah.
I think like Jamila Nopf or something like that on Twitter and probably Instagram. She does that. She does this like her like when she sketches, it's all super realistic, but like super thin outlines everything. And then when she paints it, it's still like very flat in her colors, but it looks so. And it is realistic, but I mean, it's you know, it's just such a cool style to drawing that she can keep it that simple and so rendered sort of at the same time. Like she's so different from other artists that like you can still see her line art. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of it is there. So it's very cool. Like I appreciate people that can sort of learn something like that, realism, but use it in a sort of cartoonish, not cartoonish way. Like it's super like fluffy, but it is super cool what artists out there can do. Like, and you have the same thing where you, like William, where you draw things and they look like they belong on skateboards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have this like specific style that I can see some, Dan Brown like influences. Was it Dan Patrick? Thank
Brown.
you. Fuck. Dan Brown, isn't that the guy that wrote that book?
Those books.
Those
Yep.
books, yeah.
No idea.
But yeah, Patrick Brown, like you can see the influences, but you've really made it your own.
Yeah,
like
I think
it's
worked past that now.
yeah.
But that's the thing. Like you emulate, you start sort of copying and doing, like you said, from comic books and drawing Spider-Man. And the next time you draw Spider-Man, you're remembering what you did the previous time, but then like saving those good parts, adding them to the new thing that you're doing, but that's copying probably something else, like the way you learn step by step.
Yeah, you always take inspiration
Exactly.
from other artists.
Yeah.
And like,
then
I
you
love
mix
this part.
and match.
I love that
Yeah,
thing
exactly. You
with
stitch
the
it
nose.
together.
I love those eyes. I love like that. And then all of a sudden you have your own thing. And then through the years, that becomes molded into your little puppy baby,
And
puppy baby love.
and with that, Mattias, what is your relationship with social media?
Puppy baby love.
Puppy baby love.
Do you mean during Corona times?
No, just in general for anyone listening. Like, what is your relationship to?
Do you hate it? Do you
Do you
love
hate it? Do you
No.
love it? Are you frustrated? Are you crying at
Do
night?
you use it?
No, for me at least, it helped me a lot. Both getting different kind of job opportunities and also learning people and get some sort of networking going. So for me, it's working really good. And also, I find it really inspiring and fun to just post stuff because, I don't know, I kind of thrive from it in one way. Because
Yeah.
I feel like I enjoy posting stuff. And that is, for me at least, it feels that is what keeps me going to try to become better at my skills or something like that.
Like seeing others and sort of talking to others,
yeah.
like that thing?
Because I think that always when I've been drawing as a kid also, I mean,
Yeah, going to your parents.
I
and-
never really been fine just drawing and just putting in my
Yeah,
desk or
just
stuff
putting
like
it away, yeah.
And I always felt that it's fun to make people happy or something. And I don't know, when doing some just funny characters or some funny goofy comic or whatever, it's always been fun to just do those kind of things. I don't know. That sounds really like
but it's the
egocentric in a way.
No, but I think we
but it's
all
that
are, dude.
dopamine kick
Yeah.
you get, and it is like it's a good thing. It keeps you pushing out stuff.
yeah.
But it's also important to what we keep nagging about to remember to draw for yourself and not just drawing to get that dopamine rush.
No, exactly. But
Um,
also when it comes to that, I find that I really enjoy when it comes to when social media is working good is when people are humble and people are engaging and
Yeah.
talking. They are really they're nice together and they what's it called encourage people
Yeah,
and they encourage
yeah,
each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why Discord groups and stuff like that, because I never knew about Discord before COVID. And right now I am in different kinds of Discord groups.
Yeah.
And
Traitor.
yeah, I know. No, but where I met new people and new
we're
people.
your friends, Mattias.
I know, but I got other people too that I also consider. Sorry, I know.
How can you save this now?
Yeah, how can you?
No, but people that I never knew about, I never, that I starting to learn and starting to follow on their, social media, Instagram pages and stuff, and find out like, oh shit, these people are super, super friendly and super fun to hang around with. Because it's been like that. We did that, was it last night? When we were sitting at
just
Discord,
sitting,
just sitting
yeah.
and just drawing and just talking shit and stuff.
Like old people trying to get the sound to work, like that thing.
Exactly.
We're like, how I can't hear you. I can't hear you in text.
Can you see me?
Yeah, that was basically like the first 10, 15 minutes.
Try to
I was
reboot the computer.
Have you tried turning it on and off again? But we did make it work. But how do you feel when sort of social media isn't working in your favor? You know, like when no one sees your posts, no one gives a shit, you get 3 likes on something you spent 30 days on. You know, like the struggle that everyone has to go through.
Yeah, I think that is what Robert say also. As long as you draw for you, as long as you think it's fun and you think that it doesn't really matter if people see it or not. Because, I mean, if I wanted to use that specific drawing for a specific reason, let's say getting a job or whatever, then I wouldn't just put it on Instagram. Then I would put it on my portfolio. Then I would send it out to companies. Then I would like, then I would put all that effort and time not to just put on Instagram and hoping that someone might see it. Then I would just kick in the door at people like, look at this. I did this. Give me a job.
Here's my art. That's very good, though. And I think that is something that more people should sort of take to heart. That don't just draw a post and hope. Like, if you want your art to be seen, you know, for a professional reason, Instagram might not be the only place you should be posting to. That is very good.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's not going to help you. Like posting and hoping, like,
No. You might as well go buy that lottery ticket.
Yep. Like, same chances, basically.
Yeah. Or less. But, yeah. Great points. I wanted to go back to Will and talk a little bit about commissions, because you said they started rolling in.
Yeah.
And that's something that we haven't talked about
Ever,
pretty much, because, well, we're too expensive. But talk a little bit about what that was like when you started getting commissions, maybe even the first one.
Also mistakes. We love mistakes. Like, what did you do?
Don't
like,
be afraid to
wrong
talk money and all that
numbers,
good stuff.
whatever you want to
because
talk, and however
I
you
have
wanna.
mistakes.
We're all friends here.
We all have mistakes,
and we all
buddy.
want to know everything about your process when it comes to doing commissions. Like, do you get a lot of the draw me, or is it mainly fan art stuff?
It's been, not mainly fan art. I would maybe put it in 3 groups. Draw me, draw fan art, and original things.
Okay. So what is an original thing then? Like, what would that be?
A beaver
Of course.
superhero.
Oh. Yeah, there you go.
On the subject of
perfect.
it just came in when you wrote like I was like,
Of course, somebody just wrote Ilya's like, how can I commission you?
what we're talking about. I was like, what the fuck? I was looking for something else about this, and then
No, okay, so, but all of this started, was that around the time you started with Comic-Con, or was it before
I
Comic-Con?
think maybe before, just right before, I think.
That's so awesome.
But it was not much. It was like you got a mail that said, "Hey, do you take commissions?" Blah blah blah, and a big description, and you get so happy, like, oh, someone wants to pay me for my art. Oh my god, this is the start of the journey.
This is it.
I will give you 50 cents.
No, I actually was lucky because my 2 first commissioner were super nice, and they paid good for what they got. Like, maybe I
Like, for what I gave them, that was more money than
I don't like it when I see it now, because
Yeah,
I
but
haven't
of
been following, like, oh shit. But it was not that much money either.
No.
But it was much more money for me than I thought. Like, today it's like nothing, but then it was like, oh shit, someone would pay me this for just this piece of digital art.
I mean, our first gig pretty much was the greeting card
Yeah.
and we got 500 Swedish crowns per
card.
image.
Yeah.
So we gave them the drawing, and they
the rights to our
produced
art. Yeah.
a shitload of greeting cards and just made so much money off of our shit. Yeah.
We gave up everything. Like, 500, woo, cash. Like,
Oh, I just remember I had a
fucking idiot.
an earlier
50
commission
bucks, basically.
from before that. Like, maybe just a half year or a year before I got the first 2 real commissions. Because I did a logo for a friend's father's company.
Recipe for win.
But I had no idea. I was so nervous. I had no idea if I could do it or not. But I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I was so bad talking money.
Well, that is something
Like-
we all are, I think. Sorry
Like,
for laughing out loud there,
what
but-
do you want for this? I'm like, shit. I don't want to sound like I want a lot of money.
Yes, you do.
So I was like,
yeah.
but I was so nervous. I was like, maybe 2,000 kroner.
Damn.
But
That's good,
That's not.
No, it's not much,
No,
but it's
but
more
if
than
it's-
a lot of people
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
for.
If it's like one of
In-
your first jobs.
Yeah, but I was just. No, I think I
Good.
said even less. And then I said two. They were like, "Fuck it, you get 5."
Oh, shit.
Oh shit, that is very nice. Yeah.
So that was
Awesome.
nice. But in the future, I had a lot of commissions that some paid well, some paid not that well.
Mm.
And the funny part is, the ones that you put more time on was paying less,
Of course.
Yeah,
and
of
the ones
course,
that you
dude.
did in a week paid half salary.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like if we do that, the lowest pay you've gotten, I think 500 is maybe the lowest that I've asked for because those greeting cards did take time. You know, I didn't
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking bang them out, although I did, but I spent
Yeah,
a
we
lot of
did.
time on them. So it wasn't great pay. If you break it down hourly, like I spent like maybe 8 hours, and then you split that on, you know, like 500. It's
500.
not great.
No.
So that I think is one of my sort of lowest gigs, and another logo gig that I did for a friend or for her husband.
Mm.
Dude, I was like, okay, I'll do it for 3,000, and it was a lot of back and forth and stuff, and I thought I was being cheap, which I was.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, that's cool, dude. But then later at night, I got like angry text messages from his wife, that is my friend within bunny ears.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, 3,000? I thought we were friends. No. I was like, 3,000 is like super cheap for a logo that you can use forever.
Yeah.
And then he just calmed her down. We stuck with the 3,000. And then she was giving him feedback on the logo. I was like, dude, are you happy with this? You remember the logo?
I
with
do.
yeah.
I
He was
snapped a
like,
photo of it.
Yeah, and sent to me on
Yeah.
a VGA camera. Whatever that is, kids.
Yeah. Google it.
Yeah, and he was so happy, and he was like, "Oh, she thinks it looks like a Nissan logo." I was like, "Okay, I'll redraw it," and then I sent it back, and like she thinks it's too green, you know, or blue or whatever, and
That
you're
sucks.
like,
And she
"Dude,
wasn't even a part of the fucking.
company,
Yeah.
yeah," and I was like, "Dude," I was like, "Are you happy with this logo?" And I think we stuck with like an earlier design as well,
Hmm.
and he was like, "Yeah, I love this," and I was like,
Well,
then what the fuck are we doing? And you know what the coolest thing about this job is? I didn't draw digitally. I drew them a traditional logo. I remember getting it into the computer somehow. I just don't remember any of it.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I think I just scanned it or something,
Shoved
and
it
then
in the
like
CD drive.
scaled it up or something in Photoshop. Like that was my Photoshop skills, and I knew how to move it around the canvas. And those were like Photoshop skills.
Shit.
oh,
I mean,
yeah.
And then
you
the-
turned it into pixels.
You know what the
Come
cool
on.
thing about that disgusting logo that I made got me the other gig for that, like a casino. I was gonna make the
Oh,
symbols on the
yeah, I
like
remember
the
that
chips.
gig.
The
I was so fucking jealous when you got the
Yeah.
casino gig
yeah.
because that looked so cool. And then I tried doing something similar for myself and it just
You know
looked
what
like
the-
shit.
Dude, they were like, "Do
And
you
then I
know
was happy you got it.
Illustrator?" And I just looked online. I was like, I was like, yeah. Like it's like Photoshop. He's like, it's nothing like Photoshop. And I remember opening it up, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I made these sketches of these, like, it was called Wild West Solna. So it was like these like guns that were crossing with a spade somehow above or below. I don't
Today you can
remember.
just Google that.
And get that
Yeah,
image, yeah. It's probably my own design. No, just kidding.
Shutterstock it.
Yeah. But it was just like rubbish. And what I made from the sketch to what I actually produced digitally was horrendous. And you know how I sort of adjusted them? Like by eye. Like I didn't even have snapping or anything because I didn't know that shit existed. So I actually made as much as I could in Illustrator, and then I did something. I don't remember, but it was garbage. And it was like how the guns are, like you stick with you can't really recreate your sketch. So whatever shape you accidentally made, you just stuck with. I was like, oh well, the gun is straight enough. But I remember like it had like sharp edges in places where I didn't know how to sort of use the curves in Illustrator. So I was just like, I'll take this sort of circular tool and like just add it there. It was just like, it was such a mess. And then I sent it to them. They're like, yeah, this is cool. And it worked out. But I remember like sitting for like drawing for 24 hours, like without sleeping or eating because I was so stressed because I had no idea what I was doing. And I said, I know Illustrator.
Deadlines.
Yikes.
Yeah.
You solved it. It wasn't great, but I got paid. They were happy. I saw the chips later. They worked.
Woo. And you learned something.
I did
That's
learn
awesome.
that I don't know how to use Illustrator.
There you go.
Yeah, sounds
And
like
you should not lie that you can.
No.
sounds like you
When
can
there are no
soup with a
tutorials online.
fork.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude,
Now we have
Mattias,
tutorials.
your turn.
What?
Horrible early sort of commissions.
No, that's the same thing also. I mean, when people reaching out like, hey, can you make a portrait or whatnot? And I did some sort of caricatures when I were about, was it 12 or something like that? I had that as a thing every time when people from the class above me went out, when they finished school and stuff. Then I drew the whole class.
Holy dick.
So when I was in the 6th grade, I made my first portrait of the 9th graders, and that became some sort of tradition. So all of them
Jesus.
wanted when they were had their what's it called?
Yeah, like when they
Graduation.
finish
Yeah,
graduation.
graduation. Yeah. So I did that for 4 years in a row until I also graduated. But then people continued. So people, of course, they felt like, oh yeah, he can do caricatures and stuff. So yeah, I did that for nothing and all, and making caricatures of people, especially people that you don't know.
Yep.
That is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you feel like, oh my God, I don't want to offend this person.
Of course you do. That guy was a dick. I'll just fix that right
but-
up.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. You can't really you can't
Yeah.
do that.
Mm.
And you don't know where to draw the line either.
Yeah. Like how is our you
You
choose a
literally
feature.
draw the line.
Yeah, but I mean just like you pick a feature and they're super sensitive about it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you're like, okay.
No, so
Did not like that.
No, so I feel like even if I can manage to do those kind of things, I just learned my lesson there. Like, no, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
So every time when people nowadays have been asking, can you do a portrait of us? Let's say if they're gonna get married or something, because I did that. I did a couple of times, but then I say that, yeah, but I'm not doing realistic portraits. I'm not doing caricatures. But if you want it to look like it could be some sort of illustration made out of Tove Jansson, the illustrator and author for Moomin and stuff, I can do that. And that is kind of a way to cheat in one way, because I can draw that fast. And also I don't, just because I can draw that fast, I don't need to charge that much from them, because usually it's friends of the family and friends of mine and stuff. So I don't know, you always feel that when it's friends of yours, you're like, it's hard to charge a big amount of money. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so I feel like then I try to find a way to draw this really fast and something that I feel comfortable in, so I don't need to charge them that much.
It's
in
not a
that-
waste of your time.
Exactly.
way.
Yeah.
You still
exactly.
get sort of money for something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's smart of you you can have that choice to say, I can draw you in this kind of style instead.
Yeah.
Because I think it's super hard to draw portraits of people. Because I like to go wild.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I do caricature, but I do very cartoony.
Yeah, you
style.
stylize
Yeah,
a lot.
I really
Yeah.
stylize, but that's so it feels so awkward every time you have to say, I do portraits, but
In my style.
Yeah, but I think that's all you need to say, really.
Yeah, and you're the professional, and they are the dum-dums in this case. Like
Dum-dum.
when you go in to buy a car, I know nothing about cars.
Exactly.
I know maybe what brand, and then I'm dumb. Like I want them to sort of like, oh well, this will fit your needs, to some extent. And I think you should just own that process when people ask you for stuff.
Speaking of dum-dums, people who try to commission you, who know they see what you do,
But
for
ask you for Mattias style instead.
exactly.
Right?
They like ask for like this super old
Can you
Renaissance style. I'm like, no, I
Have
do
you
this.
seen? Yeah.
Exactly.
You see my page.
Yeah.
You contacted me. You know what I do, and you think I would do that for you.
Yeah.
That doesn't add up.
CG Project Red for me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a weird one. Yeah.
That was so
What?
weird. Yeah, because
Tell me.
they contacted me through Behance, and it was like, yeah, we would really like to work with you with this project that we're doing. We can't tell you anything before you sign the NDA, like the non-disclosure agreement.
Mhm.
So, like, are you interested? Because if you're interested, we'll send you the NDA. You just fill that in, sign it, and send it back to us, and then we can brief you. My brain is going bananas because at this point I am all in with my poster art. I'm doing like so many really cool pieces, and I'm evolving and getting like.
This is when you came back from Denmark, right?
Yeah,
just
exactly.
when you came back.
So, when was this? Maybe 2015, 16,
Yeah, I remember us being
something.
at King when you're telling me that they contacted you.
And it was like so
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Super.
Anyways, I signed the NDA. They send me the brief. And what is it? It's a Christmas card landscape with, they want houses with like Christmas lights, and then like every, like just hidden around the image, they're different characters that they're working with. Yeah.
You draw a lot of landscapes.
Yeah, so many,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
That's
Yeah.
your style.
Yeah. So I turned them down.
You were
Said-
like, toss a
That's sad.
coin
Yeah.
to a valley of
Yeah,
plenty.
and there was like no talk about money or anything too. Like I assume they
they would've.
assumed that I would just do it for free because it's them.
I don't think so. Not if you sign an NDA.
No,
They won't
yeah.
have you work for free. But
But it was such like the build up was insane. I'm like, what if they're doing like a new Witcher thing and they want like this exclusive poster to come with the game or
and your Behance was basically just that stuff.
just posters,
Yeah.
just really good portraits, posters of video games and whatever.
Whatever you like, yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They're like,
So
yeah,
like Christmas
that's a
greeting
disappointment.
card, just going back to where we all began,
Yeah.
and probably the same amount of money. But no, that was
Oh,
such
man.
a letdown. That was so immensely sad. But that's, do you guys feel I was stupid saying no? Would you have done it because just doing something for CD Projekt Red is like awesome?
Depends. I think it's really good to say no if you feel that you don't.
Because since it was landscape and it was CD Projekt Red, you really like them, but you really hate landscapes.
Yes. Yes,
so
I do.
it would not be worth it.
You know me so well.
Yeah.
It's almost like we've done this before.
Yeah, it's amazing. No, but you did the right thing because I think it would only be like an anxious project.
Yeah.
And also, I think that it might also be, like, if you don't feel up to it, like, skill-wise at that moment, you might just burn that bridge instead of, like, taking on too much.
Yeah.
And
No, I get it. It's
but-
like me drawing something that I'm like, I wouldn't be able to stand by what I drew, and it would just be pretty much shit. I guess.
yeah.
So-
So it would take so much time out of you. And yeah, I don't know. Like, we've all taken gigs like that as well, where we surprised ourselves. So it's hard to say, but I don't think you should feel bad about it though. Like
No.
passing the opportunity.
No, and also I'm the same with all the others. I think you did the right thing, but also it's a good thing that you at least have some sort of contact person there, so you can always like, hey, I don't really do that, but I can do this. So
That's such a good point.
Yeah,
Genius.
that is actually really good. And
And that is why I will be hiring Matt as my manager. Yes. Because well, obviously I didn't think of that. Awesome.
No, but I think it's really good.
Yeah.
And I think just following up on an email like that,
That's
not
something
what I
that,
do, yeah.
No, people forget to do that. Or
Mhm.
when I say people, I mean me. So that, like, it's such a good point to really, like, keep just nagging
Mhm.
these people. Like, it will never hurt to
And-
just show them that you're still alive.
Yeah. But also, it's a good thing, just to wrap this up, is just like when they ask you for something, you're the professional here. You know what your skills are.
Mm.
You should never feel like afraid to tell them, like, no, this is what I do. Like,
Yeah.
if you want that, that's not my work. You know, like,
No, exactly.
you've seen my work.
Yeah.
This is what I do. Like, you'll never be blamed for that. You know, like, this is my speciality
Yeah.
or whatever. the
And
fuck
again,
it is.
like, if they just took a step back to
Mhm.
actually look at my feed or gallery,
yeah.
it would be pretty clear. Yes.
Mhm.
But thanks, guys. It actually does make me feel a lot better. And yes, I did say no to CG Project Red.
Blue. No, just
Yeah.
kidding. Like,
But,
Robert, that's
yeah.
not what it's called.
No, but yeah, I think we're done with.
Fuck you
just-
guys. Moving on.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, move on. Move on.
Move
Swish,
on.
swishy, swish.
Squishy, squishy, squishy.
Up, up, and
Skadoo.
Skadoosh.
nice. Skadoosh. Skadoosh. And we're back.
And we're back.
Hello. So, how's Inktober going?
Will.
Dolph.
Dolph Wilgren.
Dolph William.
Dolph Wilgren.
Will Inktober.
Yes.
Yes,
Mm,
Inktober.
It's going nothing.
What do you mean
Mm.
nothing?
I don't do it.
You son of a bitch.
I'm a son of a bitch.
I don't even know why you're here.
I'm gonna walk away now, so it's okay.
Yes, please.
No, it's too anxious for me. Or I want to do it, but I tried it before. But this year I was not good enough. I'm not good enough.
You're not good enough.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. You have to do it next year now because now you promised everybody.
Oh yeah.
Everybody heard it.
Yep. All
So,
5 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4 us, and then one more that
Robin.
listens, maybe.
Yeah.
I made that draw this in your style instead.
That's an awesome challenge.
Actually, and all 3 of you guys have done Draw This in Your Style, and I have started 2 of them and want to do the
And I
third
haven't
one.
done it
But
yet.
where's your character, huh?
Well, I need to actually produce stuff.
But you have.
Yeah, that's true.
Soon, 35. You have 25 drawings now.
Yeah, I guess. No, I would love to do one, and it will be in the future.
It will.
somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I want to explore my own stuff more, like just drawing from my head, not drawing portraits, because well, everybody can do that. Fuck you guys.
But
Look at me,
Mattias. No.
Yeah, Inktober, Matthias.
Yeah, no.
What's your approach?
No, I already planned that when Inktober started. I felt that no, I have too much on my hands right now, so I'm just doing it when I feel like it.
Mm.
But I really enjoy following you guys, that actually following the prompt and doing stuff every single day, because that is super inspiring and it's just fun to just follow your feeds and stuff. But yeah, personally, I just feel like, well, when I feel like it and when I want to do it, because I still think it's fun.
I think that's the best way to do it. To like, in all honesty, that's how I would have loved to do it.
Yeah, I have regrets.
Yeah, well, we all do.
Yeah.
Like meeting this guy, for example. Yeah, no, I really wish that I put more time in on every piece and did something more out of it, like just a cooler piece, rather than just pumping stuff out that I am doing right now, like a knife,
Art
a
whore.
thing. Yeah. No, it really. I feel like I am cheating in all different levels of Inktober.
Cheap
Like,
shoes.
it's digital as well. Like I am cheating on every level here. It's horrible. So I think for next year, putting a reminder in my head, I'll do the Maddie way. Just do what I want when I want to do it, and just fun stuff. So yes. So good for you, Maddie. Good for you. And also, I started implementing the
My
double
hashtag
hashtag cheat thing that
last
Ilya's-
episode.
Yeah, it is actually fantastic. And
It's
thank you.
Like, it's so fucking
like,
time saving.
you
'Cause I
did
hate-
mention it
years
way
ago.
back.
Yeah.
I remember you mentioning it, and then I totally forgot it. So well, finally I did it.
And also
it's-
shout out to Darana on Instagram that also started using it today.
fuck yeah,
like,
Darana!
a week ago for you guys.
Awesome.
Still, though, the name double hashtag is confusing.
It
Yeah.
is confusing, but it is
Yeah.
basically a shortcut in your iPhone keyboard
settings.
Yeah. So you can assign whatever, word symbols to become 30 hashtags.
And I mean, it doesn't have to be the hashtags. If you have like
An
a
email.
curse word that you always have to spell out and you hate doing it, you can just assign that to a letter.
So it's almost like a scripted action in
Yeah, you
Photoshop
write-
almost.
Yeah.
Basically,
I guess.
so
Yeah.
you write
Yeah.
BG and it's bag of dicks,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
spelled out.
Yeah.
Like it is super simple. You can use it. I use it for my email, for the Sketchbook Heroes website, for my personal website.
Bag of
Only-
dicks.
Yes,
Bag of dicks,
yes.
yeah.
All the
.com.
time,
Now I'm curious where that leads.
Oh my god.
And we shall do a little experiment after the podcast.
Going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Not the good one in the Matrix, the
No.
other.
Yeah. The corn.
Yeah.
No, what?
What?
No, no. Yeah. So, but
You'll
I
take
am.
the blue ball or the red
Blue
ball.
ball or the red ball. Oh.
Where did this go?
I don't know.
Oh my
the
god.
rabbit hole.
Yeah. So.
Where did this go?
But I'm still doing okay on the Inktober's.
Yeah.
I am 5 ahead as we speak. So hopefully I'll manage to just finish it.
And I'm
Yeah.
all the jealous because you're 5 ahead and I'm on the day.
There you go. So how are you doing, Elias?
I'm on the day.
Let's go. No,
Uh,
you became super insta famous
holy
overnight,
shit,
pretty much.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Dude,
It was
what
insane.
the fuck?
Yeah, I
Seriously.
don't know what happened. Like the first one that started going well got like 5,000 something, and then it just kept going. The next one got 2,500. The next one got 10,000, and then on that one, like
crazy.
after that one, Inktober saw it, so they posted my
They shared it.
on their sort of like a post. And I was the last one on
Yeah.
that post.
Yeah.
But it still fucking generated so many people like following me back.
But it stuck out, I think.
That was a
in
rocket
that
one,
post.
right?
yeah, fuck. I struggled so much with that one. Like it was such a fucking hard idea. And I had like a new pen, the Pentel brush pen, and white, and it's so unreliable, the ink flow, that the reason why the smoke travels, partly the way it does is to cover up white ink spatter. So I had to like
Happy accidents.
yeah. But it was
Bob
just
Rossett.
that fucking thing just blew out of proportions because I've never ever
Pun
gotten
intended.
yes, because rockets people. No, but it's seriously though, like it was insane.
Yeah.
Like I did not expect anything like that to happen, and it's been going like well. All posts since the first one started going well have been above the 2,000 in likes,
It's crazy.
which is super cool.
So good.
But also super, 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 super stressful.
It shouldn't be. Do
No,
the,
but Inktober
do the
is
Natty way.
no. But I mean, just like the Inktober has been stressful
Yeah.
in general
No, but this
because
is,
the prompts are like as much as they are forcing me to do things I wouldn't normally choose to draw, they're also sometimes super complicated to design for. In the time that I have, since I have a time limit. So it's the fire up the ass every day for every piece all the time. I think like 3 of them have been super easy. The rest of them have been sort of like not hard, but it's just coming up with a fucking concept that I can start drawing.
let's just call it hemorrhoids.
Yeah, exactly what it's been like.
But this was 4 days ago, right? When the prompt was rocket.
Friday.
Have you noticed that you had a lot more followers, or have you managed to get more likes on your other pieces that you
Yeah,
had
yeah.
after that?
Yeah, like all of them have gone way and above what I expected any of them because it started off, poorly. Like it's been going for like, unless it's something specific that people really, like the Matthew Mercer one that I look at now and I feel a bit bad because I see the problems now. Also, I have it as on my phone because I was trying it out to make the wallpaper, the phone wallpaper work, and now I see the mistakes all day. But it's just like that one did really good, and then the one after was like 230. So Matthew Mercer got 1,300, and then it went back down to normal, like 200, 300, and now they've sort of been there. And then Inktober started off like that, and then I don't know what happened. Like
Ooh.
Inktober works well for me.
But so how are you feeling now then? Like with the piece that you need to create today, now that you have the 10K
That doesn't
slap on,
yeah.
like, and Inktober following you now and all this stuff. Like,
But I
do you
did
feel that as a pressure? Or
No,
is
because
that motivation, or is that nothing?
it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's fun that they do follow me because that's pretty cool. But the problem is the post right after not the 10,000 one, but the day after Inktober followed me.
Okay.
That one is shit. Like, and that's number. It's
17?
what is it today? It's
19.
19. Yeah, 18. So the one from yesterday, when we record this, is dog shit. Like it's so bad because you can't tell what it's happening. You know, like Olpa is in front of, like, trying to defend. It's trap, by the way. It's trap.
The
That was the one
piece.
that they shared.
No, that was
no.
the one before
Awesome.
that. It's Storm. Storm is the
Storm.
one they shared.
Oh yeah,
Shared,
they shared
yeah.
Storm. Yeah.
Yeah, they shared Storm. So the one the day after, I posted it as a double spread because it was
Hype.
horrible alone.
Save it.
Save it, yeah. So I'm just putting it out there so people can enjoy both of them.
It actually works as the whole. Like,
Yeah.
they kind of mirror each other in some
Yeah, well, one
shapes.
is more
it-
like lighter, and the other one
Yeah.
is like a lot of dark. But yeah, they're
It
fun.
makes it interesting seeing it in the whole as well.
Yes, that's why I chose that
Yeah.
image because I was like, oh my god,
Smart
all
move.
these singles are shit. And then I just saw the double one that I took, and I was like, yes,
Are you talking about Tinder right now?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes,
So you got to
of course.
swipe,
Yeah,
folks.
yeah.
You got to swipe right.
But one thing I gotta say is, you're doing Inktober the hard way.
Oh, dude, I
You
have.
really do,
Yeah.
You're
We're
ma-
gonna
you're making a
summarize this next
story.
time. Yeah.
and that's so awesome. I really like to see that because I myself just try to go after the prompt and do something
Mhm.
random. Meanwhile, you have like a character
Yeah.
you have to build up this story with, and
Yeah.
that's really cool.
It is, but it also is stressful because of that. Because I have to tie the trap or whatever it is to those two characters. Like I did some cheats where I take the like I take Brim, the Griffin Owl, out of the equation just to save time.
But it works.
But it does work anyway, and but I wanted to learn stuff because last year's Inktober, when I go back now and look in my book, they're so bad because I did them so fast. You know, like I learned a lot last year, but if I did that again this year, because we were super pumped with Inktober when it began, but as soon as like the day before, I just lost all motivation for it.
As
sort
soon
of.
as we started.
Yeah, but then I started, producing pieces that were so much better than last year's and tackling, like dynamic poses and stuff that felt like super fun with the blade one, with throwing the knife and everything.
I
Like
still
those
love
ones,
that.
I was so happy that I was making it in ink. And last year it was just like Link sightseeing Inktober, so it was fun that this year is different but the same.
But it's so cool because you have been working on this style for a full year.
Yeah.
And developing and harnessing everything. And like I said, with the wills, like how you take this cool thing from that and you keep adding it into your style and keeps evolving. And you've done that with your own IP, so to speak.
And that's another thing that I wanted to do this
transitioning
year.
over from Link to Olpa and just keeping with Olpa for so long, I think it's genius. Like, it's so fucking cool. And also, yes, so much. Dude, flipping through that book is...
It is pretty cool.
And it's almost
You can
100% complete, too. Like,
it's just this Inktober, like a few pages left. But I want to show you guys something that, like, these two images... where did it go? They are sort of represented, like... This one and this one are based on the same idea.
So he's showing the...
Yeah, it's Day Hope.
Yeah, the Hope prompt.
From this year, and then something similar without a prompt last year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just to see sort of like how I built it up this year and how it looked. Like even the technique in this one is rubbish.
I really wish you would have explored more of the red, like, and kept that going.
I
Because
couldn't
I think
make
it's
it
such a
work.
great, like, the contrast you get with the red, and you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
really, I think, with the skills you have now, you would really benefit from doing it, like,
Adding another color.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now it's the brown sketchbook.
Yeah.
With the black and white.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
just
what I
looks so
wanted
good.
this year was to do something that was my own, because I love doing the Link ones, but I could never like put a face to Link because it didn't feel like my character, and it always felt less serious when you could see his face. So with Oppa, I can decide how she looks and how like what her features are, and same thing with Brim. They're mine, so I can do whatever I want with them. They can be serious or sad, or like cute or whatever I want, and it fits the style. I could never figure that out with Link. As soon as I turned him around and added a face, he looked wrong. Like, I don't know. So
But that's the cool thing about this, is that there is no wrong, because this is your
this is
baby.
mine,
Yeah.
exactly. And also the cool thing now is that whatever I want to do with this year's Inktober, I can do it because it's
Yeah.
mine.
Exactly.
Like Link, what am I? Because everybody wanted a book from Link. They were like, "Oh, you should make a book." I was like, "I can't do a book. It's not Nintendo."
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to have to sort of, I don't want Nintendo to pay me a visit, or
Wanna
like
get sued?
Nintendo's the lawyers. Yeah, want to
Pretty
get
harsh.
sued.
I just saw that
Yeah.
episode.
Oh, you saw it. Yeah.
Because now they have
Hey,
on
boy.
just
get sued?
to geek out and say something else. But yeah, Disney Plus, because we're not going to talk so much about that. They have the collected Treehouse of Horrors.
Oh,
from-
like a separate.
yeah,
okay.
like
so you're
this-
watching those ones, yeah?
just the
okay, I might do that
Halloween
as well.
specials for Simpsons on Disney Plus
Mhm.
made my day. Like, yeah, just a good tip for
Mhm.
anybody out there loving Simpsons Halloween specials.
Mhm.
Want to get sued?
Want to get sued? Don't you mean the shiny boy? When he got sued?
The shinning.
The shiny. Oh man, but it is cool. Like, and the fun thing about that sketchbook is you can really see how it develops over time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought some of those were really good last year, and then I go back to sort of reference them, and I'm like, no, let's just redo this entirely from what I know today. Because I think I solved a lot of stuff, but it's dog shit. And in my head, I see it as though I made it today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, my brain has already forgotten that old stuff, and it's like, oh, this is how I draw rocks now. And then I go back because I think it's cool. It's not.
But you're so harsh on yourself. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
when
yeah.
we were on Discord and you were drawing, and I was like, dude, this is coming out great, and you're like, no,
Yeah, but I have a vision.
no,
Yeah,
I
it
have to
doesn't
read
live
it.
up.
No,
No,
it's
yeah.
not okay. But yeah, you should be critical too. Yeah, that's so dope.
That's the one that they shared.
Oh, yeah. I actually, except that I kind of inked on the wrong, his arm was so much clearer before, but still part of the storm. I accidentally started inking in the wrong place, and I lost sort of like this part of his arm.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like, if you look,
The forearm.
depending on how you look, the forearm, it looks like it's a super thin arm.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, like this part, you know what I mean? Like, he has like a tiny arm
No, but
instead of the thick arm that he had, because he was a storm sort of.
yeah,
And it's supposed to thin down.
but it kind of works with the perspective, anyways.
No, it does.
it
Like,
doesn't
that's why I didn't hate it
doesn't
when
stick
it was
out.
done.
It doesn't bother me in any way. Plus, he's like a stormy, cloudy monster
Exactly,
type
so
thing,
it-
so
you-
there is no fucking rules here.
Yeah, but that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's why I was fine with it. And I actually, one of the, I've never been so proud as her pose in that one as well.
Mm.
It's so simple. She just stands,
Stands.
but you feel the
But she's
pressure.
ready.
Yeah, but
Like,
she's ready.
mhm.
And there are I made it so that there are little, you know how in animation, little rocks start lifting when something happens. They're there as well. They won't show on Instagram.
Rumbling.
But there's the rocks are shaking around her and flying up,
Charging
debris and stuff. Yeah. And I thought I got that tension when I was painting this.
But
Whereas,
it's just so cool to see it in person, because you
Right,
only
yeah,
see
yeah,
it
yeah.
on
Instagram,
a fucking
yeah.
screen. It doesn't ever do it as much
Yeah.
just this. Fuck, I can't talk anymore. See, that's how good it was. Fuck you, Ilias. That's awesome. So good.
but yeah,
Yeah.
Instagram. Inktober, though, it's fun because I get to create these and play around with them, but they require time that I don't have, and it's always at night, so sleep, not great.
Who needs it?
Yeah, exactly. It's only
Inktober, baby.
day 19 or 18
You
or
can
whatever.
sleep in November.
That's
it.
my plan. But then you made a fucking draw this in your style in October. Slap.
No, but
That's why I invited you here. Really.
Yeah.
you just want to slap me.
Nobody's
But
ever
you
gonna
can
see
slap
William again.
Matthias first, because it.
No,
was
you
his
know what?
idea.
I like you guys. I'll be slapping the bass.
Oh.
Nobody knows what that means.
Nobody knows what it is. Then you just hear like some weird sounds. It's just like, okay, yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what I have
So
right
that,
now.
That was Inktober catch-up.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Follow up, catch
Follow
up,
up.
whatever.
Yeah, talkish.
Let's go nerdy.
Fuck yes, finally. Let's go nerdy.
Nerd time.
Who
Nerd.
wants to do the swooshy?
Nerd. Skadoosh! Back! Ah!
Skadoosh!
Skadooshily swoosh. Skadooshily swoosh.
Skadoosh, dude.
We are back.
We're back.
And we're gonna talk. Homework.
Sorry.
Retro,
Yeah,
I mean.
homework.
And homework.
Ooh.
Red
Ooh la la.
homework.
So, without further ado, William, what did we watch today? What was the homework for this week?
Road to El Dorado.
Ba ba da ba. Reveal. Yes, fantastic, Will.
Thank you.
Yes, this
Yes.
was a last-minute idea from Ilias, the Megamind.
Yeah, the last episode.
On like the last minutes of the last episode. So this movie is like one of the most referenced movies I think we have in our movie library together. Like when it comes to lines and just stuff from this movie.
I did
like,
not notice.
No, not
in
at
the
all.
beginning.
No,
Like,
I
did you
couldn't tell.
ever hear them talking on screen?
You think you heard them talking?
I think, yeah, no.
No, we actually, I fought the urge to talk all the time.
All
Yeah.
the time. Yeah, I
Because
was,
that's how I watched that movie.
I
My
was
son's like,
miming
did you
it.
work on this? I'm like, no. I'm a nerd.
yeah.
It's different.
No, I was sitting there miming the whole
Yeah,
fucking thing.
but
Yeah.
I was just trying
my
not to
God.
because the urge is there.
Yeah.
It's like you said before that you sort of live in the future of what's going to happen in
Yeah.
that movie
Yeah.
because you sort of know everything. It's like Puppet Master.
But that's fun.
It is
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
It is
it
super
is.
fun.
I know a friend of mine, they do the same when it comes to the Lord of the Rings movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you guys who are
That's
like,
impressive though, because that's fucking 3 hours per movie plus, 3+ hours.
Yeah. No, that's a waste of time.
No, that's hey, they're a bunch of nerds. Those fuckers are just a bunch of
No,
nerds.
I fucking love the Lord of the Rings trilogy as well. And I think I can quote the first movie fairly accurately
I think I can
at this
too.
point. But I need to watch it.
Diversion, but maybe
Yes.
that's the second one.
Yes.
That's Legolas.
None shall pass. No, that's,
So,
that's
sounded
the
more
Holy Grail.
Austrian, sound more like Arnold or something.
That diversion. Listen to me. We have to get to the volcano.
I can't carry the ring for you. I can carry you.
Listen, Frodo. Get to the chopper, to the mountain. Stop being a little bitch. Feel the burn. Put the ring on. Feel the burn.
Oh my god.
Cool.
So, El Dorado.
El Dorado.
Yes.
Oh.
We didn't actually check up on any behind the scenes stuff.
Because it's awesome.
Because it's awesome. Yes. But, all right. So, what did you guys think that were, well,
Not us.
both of you have seen it before.
Yes.
So, it's
You
not
were
the first
4
time.
and you were...
I think
Years
the last
ago.
time I saw it, that was like 2002, I think.
So
and
2
I
years
only seen it in Swedish. So this was the first time I actually saw it in
Whoa,
English.
Whoa. So, it is the first time you've seen it.
Yeah,
Pretty
basically.
much.
No, but I really enjoy the songs. I listened to the soundtrack quite a lot, and then but I totally forgot about it. And now when I saw it, like, oh my god, yeah, that's right. It's Elton John and Tim Rice and people from
Hans
Yeah.
Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer
Yeah,
I
Hans Zimmer.
remember
and
all
John
the songs.
Powell.
I remember all the songs, but I did not know it was Elton John.
Oh,
So
really?
that was
That's
like a
what-
woo.
You were young when you saw it.
Yeah,
That's why.
that's-
Yeah.
But that was not when I was 4. That was the first time, but not the last time. I think.
Because this has been like one of those movies that I've watched almost at least once or twice a year since we started watching it. And when we started watching it, it was like once or twice per
Dude,
day.
we used to sit like at Robert's place as kids, and we would just binge movies, like have them in the background while we were drawing.
Yeah.
This movie we played almost every time in between other movies.
Yeah. Sometimes just kept watching the same movie.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah. That was the cool thing about this movie is how we were like drawing and saying the lines.
Yeah.
And then
Like reenacting
the whole
stuff,
thing,
but sitting and drawing.
but drawing. And then you would sort of like look up at the same time because like, oh, I want to see this,
Yeah.
and then you'd look down and just like start talking the movie again, and then just like it's so nerdy, and we never reflected on it,
No, not
but
at all.
it is. We were so in tune,
Yeah.
and I think that's why this podcast is fun for us.
Yeah.
Because we get to do that live on Mondays. Never live, but always live.
Exactly. And these characters in my head are us.
Dude,
Like,
so much.
we've always been like Miguel
Idiots.
and Tulio.
Yeah. Idiots.
Yes, so much. And when we started watching this movie back in the day, we were those idiots, like for real. So yeah, it's just like
I think that's why we
the-
love that movie so much
the
as well.
emotional
Yeah.
hook that it has in our lives, at least. But then, like, if we step out of that little bubble for a little bit, I'm being photographed, so I had to look good. Thanks, Maddie. I needed that ego boost.
Same. Model
Um,
career, here we go.
So let's just talk about the movie in general.
In general, like, take off our nerdy glasses and just take
No,
on our other nerdy
Exactly.
glasses.
the bigger nerdy.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The movie is fantastic. The pacing of the movie is so good. Like, there's not a single moment in the movie where you're like getting bored, or like every scene has a purpose and everything ties so perfectly in together. I think it's just, well, I don't want to say a perfect movie,
It isn't.
but
that
it's very close to perfect for me. Like,
Same,
with
same,
everything that happens in the movie. Of course, I would have wanted maybe a little bit more backstory with like maybe the bad guys and stuff like that. This is just wishful thinking. I don't need that.
any of it to make the movie.
But they are
complete,
very
yeah.
interesting, especially
Yeah.
Kapla Khan. I can never say his name.
Neither can
Jaguar guy.
Jaguar.
Jaguar
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Jag guy.
The Jag. He is such an interesting bad guy. Like,
Yeah.
and so devoted to the
But
gods.
fucking the
and-
voice as well. Like,
so
he's so evil. Like, all the bad guys in this movie, like, they're so evil. Like, when they talk and the way they sort of act. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
the
it's
expression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even Cortez that has no fucking, like,
And he's based on a real character. By
Yeah,
the way.
yeah, yeah.
He's,
but Cortez was a
he
fucking.
was like one of the worst
Yeah.
people alive.
Yeah, because I mean, he in the movie, in total, is that like 2 minutes he's in that movie?
No,
but it,
yeah,
but
exactly.
it still has
it's
such
so
a
dark, yeah.
But still he has such a punch to it, so you remember him.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
you remember him, and
Plus,
he
the
does
movie
nothing
starts off with him,
with him. Yeah.
which is also really ballsy, I think. And this is from a studio that went like, they took the head guy from Disney, and he was a part of this movie for the first time with DreamWorks, I think. Don't quote me on this, but check.
important.
I recommended a documentary that was recommended by Nick Shine on the last episode, but Waking Sleeping Beauty on Disney Plus. If you have Disney Plus, look up that movie, Waking Sleeping Beauty. It's such a brilliant and nice sort of just history lesson of the whole animation studio of Disney and the head people involved in that. And they also do talk about El Dorado, like how he went over and started doing that after he was like, he wasn't sacked, but kind of, sort of. If you've seen that documentary, you'll know what the
You'll
fuck
know
I'm talking-
better.
Yeah, because I can't explain it as too much information.
Yeah.
But you can really see that when you, especially now that we saw it again, after knowing that, oh yeah, the head guy from Disney stepped over to DreamWorks. That explains why they did this. That explains why these guys. That explains the music.
Yeah.
All of this, like, it just makes sense.
But the music is really good as well. And something that I really loved about this is how sort of like if you've played the Spider-Man game, when you jump off a ceiling or like a rooftop, the music starts, the heroic music
Yeah.
starts. In this movie, they do something similar. Like every time it's like Kubla Khan or whatever the fuck his name is. Thank you for turning on the lights, Robert. There's like this
Falling asleep.
like epic sort of intense music that comes with his sort of talking and whatever he does, and when they sort of cut to the other people, the music sort of like softens down and is more, like it's so much like they're really thinking Mattias, you son of a bitch. That's why we don't film the podcast.
You can't continue speaking.
Yeah,
just
I
take
know, but it
photos.
was just like every time there's a camera,
You gotta go.
damn it, Mattias.
Kubla Khan.
Kubla Khan. No, but it's so cool that they like every time they switch or cut to someone else, they adapt the music accordingly. It's not like one song that covers it all. Like I really love, and I love how they cut in this movie. Even the fast cuts are really like nicely put together. So that did a lot for me, because when we look at movies here in the studio, we always look at them a bit more critically.
Yeah.
That's why movies that really suck a lot, and movies that we love still get scrutinized, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The 3D in this movie was dog shit then, it's dog shit now,
I'm-
but it doesn't ruin anything.
No,
That's the thing. Like,
it's
it doesn't...
used sparingly.
It's exactly.
But it's still like, you see it.
You see that it is, but it's better than a lot of fucking early 3D movies, though.
Oh,
like
yes.
it is, because this one came out in 2000, and in 2000, a lot of the 3D, or all of it, was
It's
dog
dated.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it
it was
is
dated
dated.
before it was
Even created.
Yeah, no, but it was so bad back then.
You know
as
it's
well.
true when it rhymes.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing forever.
One thing I was thinking about was the stone jaguar.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
like, I did not remember if they animated it or if it was 3D. So I was like, please don't be 3D.
Yeah.
Please.
I don't
And
remember actually.
And it
now
wasn't.
As well.
They,
No,
they
it
had-
was-
had
it was
hand
too
animated.
hand
yeah,
animated,
yeah. Because
Oh yeah, because when you see the paws, yeah, they're
Yeah.
hand animated. Yeah,
and it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's really
so
cool.
fucking cool looking.
but
I
it's
always
weird,
love
like
the look of
that where they decided to use 3D and where they didn't. Like for example, when they were gonna like those big pillars with the super colorful with faces and shit, when they were
Yeah.
gonna sort of like break them, the rocks that were piled underneath, those were 3D,
Mm-hmm.
and when they fell apart, that was shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, and then you see them 2D animating parts of it, and I was like, you should have just
Why not go all
done
the way?
that. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even need to see those like horrible 3D rocks like exploding.
No.
You could have just shown this, like the next cut would have been fine.
Yeah. But that is extreme nitpicking as well.
Yeah,
right?
no,
because
no,
it's
the
such
thing
a
is,
quick
it's
scene,
such a
so
quick
you don't
scene, yeah.
really notice it.
But we've
unless
seen
you
it so
have-
many times, so
Yeah,
the movie
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
super slow for me.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it is like I it's like I wrote the movie now. You know, like frame by frame, how it sort of flips. Like you see it in such slow motion now that it is. There are no surprises.
Exactly. That's
So
why I was surprised with the one surprise that I found. Surprising. Yeah. No, I noticed a new thing. That was
Cool.
That was it. After seeing it like 150 times.
Matthias is
No, there was more
he's-
that I don't know. I didn't think the 3D in this movie really were that bad, because I think that they still tried to have some sort of stylized 3D that looked
definitely
2D in a way
Mhm.
when it comes to textures and lighting and stuff.
yeah.
If you, let's say, compare to Aladdin, I mean, of course, Aladdin is from
Oh, yeah.
Don't even
93 or
fight.
something, but
Yeah,
when they
it's-
fly through the cave
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also
with
the carpet.
that's actually
That's the good Aladdin.
but the thing is that I
As soon as I
think,
hear that name now, my stomach just.
Have you seen the live action one?
yeah, I have.
Oh my god!
I'm
another
sorry
one.
for you
Another
and
one.
everyone that knows you.
Because I think at least in this movie, they didn't go all
No.
crazy. They think that,
no.
oh, we got 3D technology. Let's do all these super cool camera moves and whatnot.
Mhm.
There was mostly
No.
that, let's take this super difficult object like,
Yeah.
like a ship.
Yeah.
Just make that 3D and we can just tilt it in different
Mhm.
angles because it's way more easier.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, but the water
same
is
with the
one that
gold.
breaks
Yeah,
it
yeah,
for me. Like that is one because it's too much.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Exactly.
The gold I didn't have a problem with. The
That
3D
works.
gold, I don't care because gold is the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water.
But the
sticks out, yeah.
water was shit because there's so much of it. It covers all of the screen,
Mm.
and we look at it fairly big as well. So it becomes extra shit. When they released that movie, you know, the people that saw it at the cinema maybe saw that, but
I mean, yeah. Again, we are nitpicking the fuck out of this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
This is
this is-
something that nobody would even like notice unless you are
A nerd.
focusing in
Yeah.
on this stuff.
yeah, of course. But that's what
Uh,
I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
it is. This is nothing that ruins this movie in any
No.
way. Like, it is awesome, and
Yeah.
they're like I've never sort of thought about it before, but it's like they're fairly sort of like fast little sort of responses to scenes, like like everything that happens after the gambling scene in the beginning, it's like it's a little thing. Then there's like that little reaction to it. Then they move on, and then there's like the bull thing.
Yeah.
And then they run from it, and then the guards are coming, and then there's that little joke, and then the comment.
Everything. Yeah. Everything has like a little payoff.
Yeah. It's just
it's
a
like
tiny
a little
thing.
side gag.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
And they're very fast. Like when you've seen the movie as many times as we do, they're like just like a joke around the corner or like a little payoff all the time, sort of. The Marvel thing, basically, where they have this little joke all
like
the time.
Deadpool
Where they,
when it's like
Deadpool
it's
thing,
just like diarrhea funny. Like it just keeps spewing.
I
out.
don't know what
too
diarrhea
much
funny
either.
is. What?
It's not too much.
But
No.
it doesn't become.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a gimmick.
It's a good pace.
Yeah.
But the good thing about that is that it's made for multiple viewings in that way, because you won't be able to catch
all
of them
on the first one. Yeah.
I mean, this one, Deadpool was a bad example because that one is like 50 within 2 seconds. You know?
Yeah.
It's just so much. But here it's
But
like
this
evenly paced,
for
but in a
kids, yeah.
fast, good pace.
And if you compare to other sort of movies, like Aladdin and like the good one and the cartoon one, and like those movies, they're at such a slower pace. I think El Dorado might actually be like a modern movie if you think of the pacing,
I think it was pretty ahead of its time.
because it feels so much faster than a lot of these old animated
I'm trying
movies.
to
yeah.
remember what other movies were released sort of around that same
That's the
era.
Emperor's New Groove, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah, that's what we
I mean,
looked-
that was the only Disney movie that year, like animated.
But I
Disney
think that
movie.
one is fairly slow as well.
But
like,
that's also like quippy and funny in that way, like small jokes.
yeah,
It's more character development.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
with the villains and
Mhm.
the main and the side characters. There's a
Did-
lot.
Yeah.
Did
This-
Hercules come out before?
Hercules is
Before.
from '99, I
90.
think.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah. So,
90s.
and that one is also pretty, but not compared to this. Like, fuck, my brain is saying like 50 things.
I
at
did
the same
watch, no,
time.
but I did watch Hercules not too long
Same
ago.
here, and it is like it's slow, but it's
It's-
still
yeah,
like,
but
you
it
have
is-
those fun small.
But it's a
type
longer
jokes.
sort of character development
Yeah.
arc that you were saying.
Mm.
Like it is like the character is a kid that's clumsy, then he becomes a bit buffer, and then he becomes super buff, and like the
Yeah,
hero
and how
that
he's-
yeah,
Like personal, like
exactly.
He's growing.
Yeah,
exactly. Like
But
there's a
not
lot
the
of
whole
growth.
movie
Yeah.
is just his growth.
Yeah,
like,
whereas
from
this movie
useless to
is just
awesome.
they're where they are.
Yeah.
There is no sort of like you don't get character development in the sense that they're growing as people.
No.
But you just get to follow them and they grow, like you learn more about them and their aspirations and their personalities.
And apparently it's based off of a small, I think it was a show, but or a series of movies called The Road to something with these two actors. So like you can really see the parallel, and these are like black and white type movies, but very slapsticky humor, very like this movie. So with that, I think it is more catered to an older audience,
Yeah.
because same with like the sexual stuff in this movie.
Oh
is
yeah,
very
I actually never thought of
apparent.
it in that way before,
right
as
like,
we did today. Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah,
but
just-
it is like she's hot, she wants to fuck, and he's like, no, I want money, like I can't fuck you right now. And then he's like, well, oh yeah, I have a penis, so I will fuck you. So they fuck. Like that wouldn't happen in a fucking Disney movie, you know what I mean?
No, but I do get what you mean. Like it is. It
There
has
was a
like
whole
that.
lot of fucks there.
Yeah, but it has that like sexual undertone there that
Yeah.
I didn't pick up as a kid at all. Like you're like, grown ups, whatever. But it is like now that we've seen it, sort of with a critical eye. Like yes,
With that massage scene and his
yeah,
facial
exactly,
expression,
and the
that's-
facial
yeah.
expression
When it-
and everything.
that moment when he gets to touch her. His
Yeah.
face.
It's like, oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so I don't know what to think of that. Like now that I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's kind of weird in this movie, but
Yeah.
it is a grown up story, so I kind of buy it. But yeah, fuck. But there are so many subtle things in this movie that I think they did deliberately, of course.
Most of them with Altivo. Like I
Oh
think
yeah,
he
the
is-
horse. Fuck yeah.
That
He's beautiful.
The horse alone, like
Just his
Altivo
facial
alone
expression.
is worth
Yeah.
the second
Expression.
viewing.
Expressions.
Expression.
But just yeah,
Yeah,
if you
I
see
agree.
if you see the movie once and you love it, go back, watch it
And
again,
watch
and
the
try
horse.
to focus more on the horse.
Altivo, yeah.
Like he is so funny. He is the best character
Yeah,
because he
that-
just
Oh man.
he works with everything they're doing, but he doesn't say shit. But
Yeah.
it's just all in his face, and he's like rolling his eyes, and he's like, he's always there. He's like with us. He's emoting what we're feeling.
We're feeling,
It's
yeah,
just
that's
like,
true.
oh,
yeah.
it's so perfect.
But
And
that-
he's such a side character. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's genius.
But that's also the perfect thing for you guys who've seen it so many times, because now you can focus on all the characters in the background, because there's so
Yeah.
many funny visual gags. You know, people
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
background. What
Yeah.
the fuck is going on? They just look in and stuff like that, and yeah, just eye twitches that people are doing, and there's just these small details that are just given so much character to these guys.
Yeah, they need to be noticed, I think.
Yes.
Like,
and-
it's just, oh, it's such a great movie. Like, seeing it now again, it just brings back all of those great memories from childhood, watching this, learning how to draw better.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. But just enjoying, you know.
Dude, I'm just happy
Yeah,
that it
fuck,
actually
I can't-
holds up.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what makes me happy.
But I
'cause-
wasn't worried at all. Like,
No, neither was I
seriously,
for
I've
this
seen it
one.
way too much.
But Highlander, for example,
Exactly.
like in my head, it was way better than what we got to see
the anime.
the anime.
Yeah.
All right. Did you ever see the TV series?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
fucking
guy with
loved
the
it.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I remember I
Duncan
really,
MacLeod, or
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah,
whatever.
no,
Yeah,
that was his name.
yeah. And Marcus MacLeod was another one.
Oh, really?
Or Marcus was the anime.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah.
No, Marcus was the bad guy in the anime.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Connor-
Marcus.
yeah.
Yeah, Connor.
The anime didn't make
Yeah,
any sense at all.
yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah.
But yeah, this movie, it has a lot of fucking layers to it, although being a very simple style.
And
of
we haven't
anime.
even mentioned the backgrounds yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Then,
my god. And
yeah.
you said Nathan Hawks.
Nathan
Fox. Sorry.
yeah. He's really good. We had the opportunity to meet him twice. Didn't he come to King? No, we didn't. Never booked that. No, we never made that happen.
Oh.
Nathan Fawkes is like awesome.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
we had what's his name? Silver.
Steven Silver?
Steven Silver. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, he's good as well. He's awesome.
Mm.
He did Kim Possible and some other
Fairly
stuff.
Odd Parents, or
Yeah.
And also, but the backgrounds in this movie, like when they get to the City of Gold,
Oh my god.
like the colors, like red, green, gold. Damn.
you can't go wrong with that color combo.
Exactly. Tell us about green.
that
Dark
dark
green.
green, so good.
Yeah.
That dark. Oh my god.
See, this guy's a graphic designer.
He knows his
He
green.
knows his dark green. Like Batman, but
Yes.
green.
But green.
But green. and
Green
dark.
man.
I'm the Dark Greek Knight. Green, I mean Greek. I said Greek. I am the Dark Greek Knight. Cool stuff.
Fantastic. All right.
Matthias, you have an eye for animation. What did you think? Like, what did you like? What did you dislike? What did you?
Now when it comes to pacing and everything, it's really so top notch. It's so good. But also one thing that I noticed in this one, because one thing that I noticed when you look back and watch, let's say, Lion King
Mhm.
or Aladdin or like one of those Disney movies that you
Mhm.
really felt like, oh my god, this is so good. I always seen, especially Lion King, as like, well, this is the best one. But now when you look back to it,
Mhm.
then you notice that those outlines, they are quite wobbly and they are not really that nice. If you have a still frame on this thing, it really doesn't look that good. This one though, it felt like it looked good all the time. Yeah, it was so
dude.
smooth. It was so
Exactly.
crisp, and the details, and just as I said before, those small details, as when he was just pointing his hands and he's just super stiff and
I
they
know.
go like
I
that.
love that scene
And-
when he does that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
No, it's so much expression in their body movements
Yeah.
and their facial expressions, and
Yeah.
no, they're just it's just a blast watching it, and it's a feast for your eyes.
Yeah, and also like when Miguel steps out like off the horse and gets stuck on the things with his feet,
Oh, yeah.
and they're doing the god thing, and he's like
He's still into
yes,
it, but he's
still
stuck
like
on the
faking
horse.
it, but stuck on the horse. Like those little details.
Mm.
That is like, oh man. And same thing when they're going up the stairs and, you know, like they're posing, but you still see the horse sort of dying in the background, sort of like coming up there, you know, like.
And those things are the perfect thing when you watch it another time. I mean, because I mean, that could be a thing that you missed the first viewing.
Yeah,
And
but
then
that's
when
what
you
I
watch it
mean.
another time, like, oh, look at that. Oh, that's right. I missed that they are super tired when they walk up that stairs, even the horse.
Yeah.
While the chief and the witch doctor, or whatever, they are like, they
just
Dude,
walk up
yeah,
like
exactly.
nothing.
Just every day for them.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
Oh man, I even loved today that I noticed when they're sort of scamming those guys with the dice thing in the alley or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
The guys in the background, like when they're just breathing there, and that just adds something to that scene. They have, you know, like they have no special like facial expression or anything, but they're still moving. They're there, you know what I mean? Like they're not just static characters like in a lot of movies where the characters are just like frozen stiff in the background, sort of being noise. Like
But
it
these
feels
are
like
living
these are
characters.
living characters, and it's just a simple breathing animation that they added, but it does the job. You know what I mean? Because you're not supposed to focus on them. And oh man, when he plays the little like exactly while things are happening, just adding that music to it. You gave me loaded dice. It's just like it's perfect. Like,
But just their relationship too, like how
How
they
in
work
sync,
off of
yeah.
each other. What was it? Kevin Kline and
that
Kenneth Branagh. Yeah,
that's
like-
the one.
they feel like
Blah, blah, blah.
they've lived their entire lives just being these two characters with each other. Like so brilliant casting for a movie as well, and
Behind the scenes with them is also
Yes.
super cool. That whole like, I fought your sister and all that stuff. A lot of it was
Loquacious
just
to a
loquacious to a fault doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything.
like he improvised.
He improvised that,
That's another
and
nice
it's
one.
just so cool. He just like, oh, that sounds
Be
cool.
loquacious to, and they're
But
like,
I don't think
everybody
loquacious was a
listening-
word.
No, it is a word.
Is it a word?
But everybody that was like on the
okay.
soundstage and stuff was like,
Loquacious.
"What is he talking about?" But it just works. you know?
Yeah, it just works, and it's so good. And then, it's nothing special, but when they're like, "Oh, we decided it's a draw. Thank you, you've been great." Like, I love that. Like, there is nothing like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
If anybody out there hasn't seen this movie,
just slap yourself, pause this, slap yourself again, go watch it.
yeah,
It's like if you're in the Nordics, I think it's on Viaplay on most. I don't know if Viaplay is a thing outside of Europe. Is
no,
it?
No,
it's
no.
not so.
But it's probably everywhere for you guys. So,
enjoy
but it's
it.
not a Disney movie.
no
it-
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
Yes. Anything else to add? When it
No,
comes to
I only have
Eldorado?
good things to keep adding
Yeah,
to the pile,
too.
basically.
And this is the thing, like, I could go on forever, but I really, every time I want to say something about this movie, my brain just gets tangled and I can't say
no, that's
anything.
a Disney movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Also with Altivo.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But also, this was the second 2D animated feature
That they
after
did, yeah.
Prince of
Egypt.
right?
I
That-
think so.
And,
Yeah,
it's,
Nathan,
and
I'm
it's so
pretty sure.
funny when it comes to the Prince of Egypt because they were kind of known for being super serious when it comes to the topic of being all biblical and
And
it was
Christian
this
Bale,
and
of
it was
course.
this huger than life kind of story, and then all of a sudden, just go slapstick and humoristic humors and
All the time.
doing that instead.
For,
So
the full movie.
that was so
Yeah.
fun to be going from just 180 in
Yeah.
one way. So that's cool.
There
But-
is a really, really good sort of mini documentary about the making of El Dorado and its relation to Disney as well on YouTube, and I can't for the life of me remember what the fuck it's called.
I
or
think
who
if
did
you
it.
just search for it, you'll
Yeah.
find it. Yeah.
It's probably like Oliver Harper or one of those normal guys that I always watch, but it was really, really good. And I think I am also like mixing that one with the Disney one that I mentioned earlier. So maybe there's not anything about El Dorado, but I just insinuated or
Or just made it up.
made it
yeah.
up, probably. Anyways, you still need to see the Waking Sleeping Beauty one.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter. But yes, there's a lot of really, really interesting things to learn about this movie,
Mhm.
apart from watching it a billion times, which you need to do right now. And it's definitely worth buying the biggest.
Dude, it's a 10
extended
out of 10
version
for
you
me
can- Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
entertaining.
It will
Like,
always
It
be.
is amazing.
So find the biggest, best Blu-ray you can get with
The
all
best.
the
The
bonus.
bestest, the bluest,
bestest,
the
the
biggest,
blue, the
Yeah.
rayest.
most laser disc.
Obviously not the
Laser-
3D version because that's not good. No, nobody ever buys that.
Mhm.
But yeah, Blu-ray. Fuck.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh,
So what other nerdy stuff do we have? Because I haven't seen shit. Because I haven't been sleeping. I've just been drawing and living life, and then back to drawing.
bad. Inktober.
Inktober has taken over my life entirely.
I saw Ponyo.
Oh, shit! Yeah.
I finally
What
saw
did you
Ponyo.
think about it?
I thought it was super trippy. Holy
It
shit.
is.
That's
It
a
is.
trippy movie.
Yeah.
And it's so much newer than I thought it was. It was like
Yeah, it
from
came out in
2012
something.
or
Yeah.
some shit like that. I thought it was like from the 80s.
Oh, really?
And the animation style is really weird and like simplified but it's such a strange movie, but I loved it.
I think all the backgrounds there are in that one is either
color pencil.
pastel, color
Yeah.
pencils, yeah. So,
Exactly.
and
I
also they
loved
wanted
it.
to go back in a way to try to emulate that more older style.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they took a lot of inspiration for like, let's do a new Totoro in a way.
Okay,
So that's
okay.
why it might be.
Because it just felt off in a way, but in a good way.
Mm.
Like it's,
Yeah.
You know what I liked about that movie? I don't know if it still holds up today, but when the mom is driving the car and
the way
everything
the
is
water.
exactly, the whole city is
Yeah,
moving, and she's like fucking Fast and the Furious through that town.
Mm.
Like she's like, oh, we gotta cross that, blah blah blah. Just speeds up. You're like, you have a kid in the car,
Yeah.
and it's but it's so well animated
Yeah.
that I really enjoyed that racing scene.
Yeah. No,
And everything is
it
alive
blew my
in that
mind
city,
really, and then so cool. Just when they're driving, and then you have her like
Yeah,
running
yeah,
on
you're
the waves
yeah.
next to it and stuff. Amazing. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. I don't know why I haven't watched it earlier. It's just never been on my radar at all.
Mm.
But I think I've done maybe 3 tattoos with Ponyo, so I feel like I should have at least watched it.
Oh yeah, this movie.
Yeah. But then, so I watched it, it blew my mind, super happy, and realized I haven't seen Nausicaa. So that's
Oh
the next
shit! Yeah, I've seen that.
That one was good. But
Yes,
all,
That's
That-
Oh,
that's-
Nausicaa
yeah,
is the one
that's-
with the bugs, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
one. And that's from '84, actually.
I think that one people don't like as much. 'Cause
No,
I
it's a
kind
bit
of
darker.
Yeah.
yeah. I
It's-
kind of
it
enjoyed
doesn't
it,
have
though.
that same
It's got like those big
happy
sort of.
Ghibli feeling.
Yeah.
No, it's
I started
fairly- yeah.
watching it today, like
Okay,
earlier
yeah.
today, but I was fixing a
Mhm.
hamster cage and shit. So it didn't get enough attention, so I will
Mhm.
give it more
But-
time. But it was really cool. It
But I
felt like a
think
sci-fi.
Dude, we've seen it at your place. What are you talking about? You haven't
Nope,
seen this
I
one.
haven't. No,
Did the first the first scene remind you of some other movie?
it felt like Dune. Like,
No, yeah,
I'm,
that's
I'm
true.
getting a lot of Dune vibes, but
The whole color scheme of it is basically based out of what's that? The Belgian French comic artist Nautus. What's his name?
Oh,
Nautius.
Nautilus.
Yeah.
Mobius.
Yeah, Mobius.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But also, is
artist,
it
okay.
yeah, The Force Awakens. The first scene with Rey when she goes into the crashed
That's
star.
shit.
Just
Yeah.
That is basically, if you go look back, the first scene in Nausicaa,
Which I will.
when she also goes winch down there and just collecting those
oh
spores.
my god, dude!
Oh shit! Yeah.
I did not draw that
Did not know that.
comparison at all. No,
Dude, I haven't
that's
seen
so good.
Nausicaa in years. So.
No.
Well, I haven't seen it, so
But also, as you said, Ponyo. I think I've seen Ponyo twice
Yeah,
only.
I've seen
But as
it.
you said, it's a trippy movie.
Mhm.
I mean, you mostly watch that movie is because cozy feeling, but story-wise, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. How
But
the
it-
fuck did that one end?
But it's mostly it's.
yeah.
I don't
really
remember.
know.
I just remember.
No, they adopted her. Like,
The fish girl.
Spoiler alert! Oh my god, if you haven't watched, yes,
yeah, exactly.
But she becomes human,
Okay.
and then gets adopted.
Oh yeah,
into
the
the
mother comes and shit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just
Yeah,
yeah,
felt-
and the father is that weird guy, and yeah.
yeah,
in a way, it felt like there was no really conflict in that movie. So
No.
it was mostly you don't really care.
But that's,
Really?
I think that's the cool thing about
Yeah.
Ghibli in general. Like
Yeah.
the bad guys are normally
Not
just
bad guys.
yeah,
in that
they're just
sense.
normal guys. Or
Mm.
like
or women, yeah,
you can
Or
root
things.
for
or things.
either of them.
Or-
Like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
the bad guys have like a good point, and they're normally not assholes. It's
No,
not
but
like
but for example, in Spirited Away, that old lady.
the witch.
Yeah, what's
sort
her
of,
name?
Whatever.
Jubaba. Or
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah,
Something
but,
like that.
but
She's like a little bit creepy, scary.
she is scary.
Very
She
creepy.
is
Yeah,
not
but
super
it's-
nice always, but she's not a bad person.
No, you
in
don't
that
ever
sense.
see her like eating children, or you never like.
She attacks, I guess, Haku with
Yeah.
those paper plane.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's still like they're not like I mean they're not entirely evil. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
They're not like we're gonna rule the world because reasons.
And that's like,
Like-
Princess Mononoke.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna bring it
Yeah.
up too. Because
Exactly, same
they're
thing.
just misunderstood, and there's like they're just trying to defend their land, and you really relate with them. Like I'm thinking of the big boar with all the tentacles in
Yeah.
the beginning, like super scary and like so like energetic and spider-like, but it's because he's been poisoned by mankind. Like it's yeah, it's
No, but
just
I
so
like that too. Their characters are not trying to take over the world for the sake of being the most powerful being in the universe. Like that's
He-Man.
like an HR position, like or like being like just owning the people. Like who would want that? Like so boring. It's
exactly.
a job. Like nobody wants a job. Like I'll take over the world so I can work more. Eek. I really like it when the characters, the bad guys, have like some dimension to them. You know,
Yeah.
like they're driven by this thing that is like Lady Eboshi in Princess Mononoke. She's trying to defend the people that she saved, the women and their husbands and kids and whatever the fuck it is, and trying to build a community. The animals are angry because they're picking like materials from the forest, and then there's that army, the Japanese army, that's attacking both the animals and the Lady Eboshi's little fortress. Like there are a lot of conflicts that are sort of like they're happening at the same time. So there's no one-sided sort of one-dimensional
No,
character in
layers.
this conflict. Yeah, exactly. So it's super cool. Like I love those type of bad guys.
That's why I want to go back and see Porco Rosso again.
I
Like,
saw it
I
just
don't
a while
remember
ago
it.
as well.
I like that one.
It's
Yeah.
nice. It's really nice. Like
I
it's-
remember it fondly, but I don't remember it. Like
I
had the
thought,
Blu-ray.
but the thing is, I thought I hadn't seen it.
Hmm?
But then when I watched it, and then I halfway through, like, oh, this is the island. Then they went to the island. And you're like,
okay.
I've seen this.
I could only think about Tailspin the first time I saw that one. I was like,
Tailspin exist when that came?
no, but Tailspin is so inspired from that movie.
Oh,
So,
okay.
what it comes
Still,
to-
still waiting for it to come out on Disney Plus.
Oh shit, yeah, it's not
It's
on
not
there.
on.
Yeah,
Darkwing Duck and Tailspin.
yeah, Darkwing Duck. I noticed though.
Mm.
Like, yeah, sucks.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, I just started to hum the theme song for Tailspin.
If you had anything more to say with Porco Rosso.
But you guys haven't seen anything new now lately?
I watched the new. God, I even forgot what it's called. But the latest release from DC Warner Brothers, like their animated.
The animated one.
And it's just like a collection of smaller movies, and most of them I'd already seen, to be honest, which was a little bit of a
Disappointment.
Oh yeah, it was.
Thank you for nothing.
What's it called? Not The Killing Joke, but A Death in the Family,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
where when Robin dies. Like, so I know Ilias remembers this movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Under the Red Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know the story of that movie?
Yeah.
With, well, it is Jason Drake being killed in the beginning of the movie, like that Death in the Family scene. This new movie is recalling that movie. Like the first movie in this movie is Under the Red Hood, but told through Batman to Clark Kent sitting having a coffee in a diner.
Oh, that's a pretty cool concept.
So I'm like,
though. Yeah.
I paid for a movie that I already own.
But that's
Oh, it wasn't
not
even
cool.
good.
No, they're sitting like this, talking and replaying that movie
Oh,
as flashbacks.
motherfuckers!
With
That's
some
I thought it
small,
was like a
small
different
added stuff.
perspective. No, but that's what I thought.
Nope.
I thought it was like redrawn through the eyes of Batman and
No.
not like the exact same thing again.
Yeah,
But cutting in like them drinking coffee in between.
that's what they did.
Ah.
And
They
then-
had a killer artwork for that cover, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the coolest thing with that.
That's always the thing with those.
Yeah.
I think the coolest thing is that it sort of is the same animation style, and I kind of like that style. I've gotten used to it, I guess.
So Batman and Superman are sitting in a coffee shop.
And Batman is just offloading all this shit about what happened to.
Dude, which one?
Because I mean that. Have you seen how it should have ended? It's,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it basically reminds
is-
me of that. How they
Seriously, it's that. It's exactly that.
It's the Snyder cut.
But then there's like a few other smaller movies too. Like if you've ever bought one of those movies on Blu-ray or DVD, you always get those extra short movies with it. Like what's it called?
Cocaine.
Yeah, exactly. The Spectre, for example, is like one of those, and it's just a short clip that is its own little movie, but maybe 10-15 minutes long. And this movie, it was compiled of those, and then this recap that I talked about.
Compiled of compost.
So it really, it's don't buy it for sure. Don't buy it.
I will not.
Yeah, it's if just get it for free because I know you can. And I think Ponyo and that is the only new things that I've watched.
And I need to finish The Boys, but I don't think I will.
Haven't you finished it
I
yet?
Oh, you've seen it. Oh, shit. Yeah, I need to do
oh
it.
my god, yes.
Because you've seen it as well?
Yeah.
Sons of bitches. Yeah, Inktober has taken
Ilias
all
is
my
the
time.
only fucker that hasn't seen this.
Fuck, and I was ahead.
now. Like the whole Discord has seen The Boys now.
Well, there you
I
go.
have a sketch on its way.
Oh, dude.
What, you started The Boys?
Yep,
sketch?
Homelander.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
you son of a bitch.
And you heard it
So
here
cool.
first. William Puekker drew Homelander.
Well,
It's
that
a
should
sketch
be
so
that
far.
should be out by the time this is
Fir-
published.
First time I saw The Boys, though, and I saw Homelander, I felt like, what? That's a live action All Might.
Doll.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought as well. I also got All Might in my head.
Yeah.
Always smiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always.
I saw
man.
one
But
thing.
he's such a good fucking character, Homelander. Oh my
Oh,
god.
And
Like,
he's
so
a great
well made.
actor.
Yes.
Have you seen
So
Banshee?
scary.
No.
No.
Whoa.
Oh, Banshee, the show.
Yeah.
The TV series.
Yeah, the TV series.
Yeah, I've seen
And
like
I didn't
the
know
first
he was
season or
Australian,
something.
by the way, which he is.
Yeah.
Is he the main guy there?
Yeah, he's
Oh shit,
the-
that's
he's the
Homelander.
cop.
Who?
Yeah.
The fake cop.
Yeah,
The fake
he's,
no, with the shaved
yeah.
head. Oh shit! Now I need to go back and watch
Banshee.
like Banshee just to
It's so brutal.
Dude, I didn't know it was him.
Don't go back and
Same.
watch anything. You just finished the fucking Boys so we can talk
No,
about
I mean
this.
like an image. There will be no boys before Inktober is over.
Oh my god.
Those episodes are too long. My drawings take too long. The prompts are garbage. Jake Parker.
There's always time for the Boys.
There's always money in the banana stand, Michael.
That is true. No, but oh my
The
god.
bananas?
Did you guys like the ending without spoiling anything?
Ah!
Yeah, the butler did it.
Yeah.
The
I
butler did it
Yeah.
I did.
in the
Me
kitchen
too.
with bananas.
No,
I
that was
loved
great.
it. I really loved it.
And also, I think we should wrap this up because it's already 10 p.m.
Oh, really? Nice.
Almost, and
Good
I
job.
haven't done anything for Inktober.
Oh, shit.
That's why
exactly.
I want
To
just
keep going,
drag it
yeah.
out.
And that we lost like more than half an hour
Yep.
is not great.
No, but
But we saved it.
yeah, we made up for it.
Oh, we lost this too?
No.
Yes. No, actually, I never pushed record.
Oh.
That would have been like no episode next week.
No, Will and Matt, thank you guys for joining us today. So
you.
fucking
Yeah,
much.
I really like your attempts to talk
Yeah.
and then having
all of the 5 times.
Thank you for having us. It was very spontaneous but fun.
Cool, man.
And really cool to actually have more people in to watch the retro homework.
Yeah,
that
was
That
fun.
was actually super fun as well that we could all see it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. I got super happy when you told me that you were watching Road to El Dorado. Like, oh yes, I haven't seen it for so long.
And then you see it and it still surprises you how good it is. Like, just
Yeah, really.
a
Exactly.
win-win.
That's always the
and
one we're
I
hoping.
managed to get a bullseye on that
Oh,
dartboard.
but
He
both
fucking
you
did it.
You
Both of you
fucking
guys
both
did.
did.
I was a bit
Yes.
slower, but I managed.
It's not about speed, man. It's all about just doing it.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, it's never hard enough. It's never fast enough. But
That's
it works.
exactly how it is. Yes. Get the VHS. It's out there. And to everybody listening, thank you so much for sticking with us for I don't know how many fucking hours this is gonna be.
It's not that long.
No, probably.
It's 1 hour plus an
They all
hour.
said, yeah, thank you, Will.
Terrible, and you're fired. And we'll never have Will on. Don't follow him at William Puekkers, I think. Puekkers, yeah. Don't follow him there on Instagram or Twitter. Do not follow William.
Do not.
Do not. And of course, don't follow Matt.
Yeah,
No.
don't follow
no.
Matt. Matt is rubbish.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Mattias Andersson _art will not be followed by you
No.
on Instagram
If
or
we
Twitter.
see one new follower, we're gonna end this podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's also a lie. So.
Yes.
Everything we've said is lies.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you so
Up,
much,
up,
everybody.
and
Hey, skadoosh.
Hey då.